back here again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Please help us to share this broadcast and let's do this together. I wanted to stay and keep to the promise that we're going to be coming out this evening. In fact, since morning we've been on air. Our playback is still going on right now, if I'm not mistaken. What I want you guys to do for us right now is to share this particular one and let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Help us to share, like. I guess you guys can hear me. I know why you say everything I don't talk since now I talk to myself. So if let's just move on. I guess you are hearing me. I guess so. I just guess so. Okay. All right. Make una begin the share. Let me see. The like that we already have here. We have 39 likes. It's not encouraging. Can we hit on the more likes? Okay, good. The likes is going on right now. Let me see the share. Oh, we have 11 shares. Okay, that's good. Thank you. Every one of you that have shared, thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, my people. This one, an evening discussion about our future. God. If you see the peace we person get for UK for a year, this person say, I don't miss my country, but the peace. I not get all those big fence for my house for UK. I not get them. I dey relax well. Sleep take me for my living room. My living room na glass, and I dey my door. I no fear say somebody go break am enter. You see the peace. You know what I dey try talk. This is the kind of peace we are clamoring or hoping for in our country. Although we might not be able to achieve it exactly how it is in diaspora, at least let's start from somewhere. Yeah, it's like if you give birth to a child, it takes time for the child to start sitting down. It takes time for the child to start crawling. Then it takes time for the child to start walking and talking as well. So I believe in our time, coming while I enjoy Nigeria, I don't know about you. In our time, I believe so much that we go enjoy them. Then our children will take over. If we continue with this pace, if we continue with this belief, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. There's something I wanted to reveal, but somebody stopped me and said, no need, don't bother. I wanted to reveal something, for you guys to know what we are passing through in terms of temptation, in terms of enticement. You should know what I'm saying, but let me leave that. But I will round it up by saying nobody, absolutely nobody can come on air to say we paid or we did anything for Nigeria Wash. It's not possible. It's because Peter Obi is for everyone. That's why we are doing it. If Peter Obi wanted to pay for everybody, can he pay for everybody? You say now Nigeria was a fight for Peter Obi. It's a joke. Go Twitter, go Instagram, even go the same YouTube we did. So go Facebook, go TikTok. Jesus. And then say if we want to charge Peter Obi, can he pay? Remember, say our principal na billionaire. He money go finish. He money go finish. He not fit pay. Oh, okay. Let me come back to myself. Meanwhile, you'll be small boy. If I wanted to be paying you guys now, especially my panelists too, if I wanted to be paying them, you think I'll pay them. So that is selfless dedication. You get it? It means people are giving it to you freely. They are not asking for anything in return. Although for Peter Obi we are asking for something in return. Might be. The only thing Nigerians are asking for is a better country. For me, number one, what they ask for? Number one, anybody with the cash with corruption, capital punishment. No say some of you are not going to agree. Now, my number one wish be that for if Peter will be by God's grace become when you win in 25th next month, capital punishment. Because corruption not fit end if we not start like that. It got to start from top. If you weigh small or me weigh small, I want go do anything we do with corruption, even though na 100,000 naira, 10,000 naira, or 1,000 naira. If we know, say the former president of Nigeria was executed because of corruption, fear not let you try and now. In case you don't know what it cost me and you, they suffer for abroad now. When I mean suffer, may you get it right. Oh, I don't say you get money. So people, many of us are doing well. We are okay. We thank God. But we are, people talk about it be. We are still suffering, my brothers and sisters. We are still suffering, especially for this abroad. Forget. Especially this particular time, cold. Cold won't finish everybody. You understand? So capital punishment have to come in. And it has to be as public execution. My papa tell me, say, they see public execution that year. Wait, go make the change am. They say they go tie them for drum. They'll come use rope, tie them. They'll begin to do them. I don't know whether I understand. I can say on YouTube with this. I don't want to make your talk might be. Tell us now. Even though many of us not grow to see those things. But yes, they bring it back. Maybe now because they cancel and I cause this one with this so. So please, everybody should understand why we are doing what we are doing. You know, the reason why we are doing what we are doing, because we want a better country. Help us to share this broadcast, my people, before we start. If you want to join us, I think I posted the link earlier on. Use the link, join us here. Let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I. I appreciate every one of you. And God will bless you now. Thank you, my people. Help us to share this broadcast, share the broadcast, share. Because if we not share, it could be like say we just sit down here they play. And help us share them. And let's do this together. Share them. Okay? Share and make you like. I never start. We never start. And this one we say, if I go share, you can't talk. I never talk. Now just share. You have all the time to do that right now. Share and let's do this. And God will bless you. God will bless everybody. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us. Okay, I can see people are already with me on the back. So that'll be the link. I posted it earlier on. That's good. This new 16. Please help us to share. Share. And let's do this together. God bless you all. I think we should take another short break again. Yes, so I can see good commentary. Okay, let me acknowledge the people I already have here. Quickly. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. You are always with us. Mommy Diaspora is everywhere. The greatest mother of all. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks very much for joining us. Happy weekend to you. Happy Saturday to you. Sagbovo Kwangai, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Happy weekend to you. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you, Joshua. I see you right there. Daddy, I see you. Peter, if I see you. Good evening to every one of you. Promise to say good evening to you, Mark Erabo, Peter Okonkwo, Mercy Shade. Good evening, my good people. Sandra Moses, I see you right there. Fanyi, I see you. Good evening to you, all my wonderful people. Mario Samoge, good to see you again. We don't miss you for the past couple of days. Good to see you again. Thanks very much for joining us. Kingsley Ogbona, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. And Promise Idoboze, I see you right there. Good evening to you. Kingsley Ogbona, once again, thank you very much. Femi Bash, I see you right there. Thank you very much. Mike Akyambari, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Harry Thomas, see you. Rosie Ayosh, I see you right there. Thanks for joining us. Oh, thank you. I received that prayer. Rosie, the Lord is my strength. Yes, so you know, easy. It's our job, not your easy like that. But we thank God, we're not complaining. Yes, Nell James, thanks for joining us. My dear sister Patricia Inofe, thanks for joining us. Janet Osawaro, thanks for joining us. Good evening, good evening, good evening to every one of you. Clarence Bell, my dear brother, good evening to you. Appreciate you all. Help us to share. Now God bless you. Now Tony South, I see you right there. Help us to share. And like the broadcast before we kickstart on this. Use the link to join us and let's talk about the thing that's affecting you and I. Okay, let me move on to Tony South. Thank you very much. Alex Osarodion. Thank you very much, sir. Matthew, we see you right there. Good evening, good evening. God bless you all. It's very important. PVC. Yes, you are very right. Okay, Osa, I go over see me. I see you right there. Foodies. I see you right there. Thank you. God bless you all. I appreciate you all. I want to be Ferdinand. I don't miss you. Good to see you. Good evening to you. Patrick Edit. I see you right there. Important. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement as well. Ozigbe Wilfred in the building with us. Good evening to every one of you. I guess I've not skipped any names. In case I do, not be deliberate at all, so just not say this our gongo whoop for eyes. So sometimes they see everything, but not every time. Meanwhile, I'll repost the link again. Take short break, then we kickstart straight away. I don't want us to be here for so long today, but depend how this whole thing will go, because sometimes I'll say make a rush come out. My panelists don't they let me go. And maybe that's how they leave the stage for Alex now. If you
Mr. Niger Watch.
Yes,
you know say 115. Thank you so very much.
115. That's my brother Nice now. This I not gonna know my brother again. Brother Nice. You know, say anywhere I hear your voice, I go know that my brother they talk now.
I know.
I greet you, my brother. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, bro.
All right. I appreciate you all. Let's do this. As you can see right there, our title, we'll put it right there. After watching this video, you will reject satanic APC and PDP. Vote Peter Obi, not just for your future, but the future of your children. Is the fact. If you come to our channel, now only fact you the hear for here. Nothing else. Only facts. Although we are not perfect, but we try to give you verified informations. We don't just come on air and lie or say things how it is. Because many of you watching us, you are more educated, learned. You even have more awareness, more than us. So sometimes when you are lying to everybody, you must get that one or two person who go know. So what you they lie to yourself. So don't bother do it. Don't engage on it. Because you will be caught one day. And you know what's the result? Once you are caught lying, you lose your integrity. Just say it how it is. Some people will be angry, but don't worry. Time will come, they will still dance to your tune. They will know that anyway, what they hate the guy for now, true talk now. They must know. It's better than you lying to just win people to your camp. We are not part of that here. Especially me, I'm not part of it at all. I don't like it. Okay. Thank you, my people. I'd like us to quickly take a short break, and let us move on. Help us to share this broadcast, like the broadcast. Now God bless all of you now.
Nigeria, the man that will lead us to victory from 2023. Peter Obi for president, for Naija,
Production.
Thank you very much, my people. We're back again. Let me quickly acknowledge the people that just joined us right now. Joseph Orji, good evening to you, sir. Thanks very much for joining us. Please continue to share. We have 18 share. I don't know what they happen today. I'm surprised we don't get many shares today. For me to get 18 shares like this before him. Anyway, it'd be as they get, but still, thank you. I'm very grateful because I'm surprised. It's much, and I know we're gonna get more. Thank you very much, my people. And the likes. What about the likes? Let me see. Well, how many likes do we have right now? We have 72 likes already. Okay, good. Please, can we take that to 100 then? 100 likes. Please hit on the like button. Hit on it. Press it. The thumbs up right there on your screen. On your front, you are looking at it. Hit on it. And the dollar sign as well. Remember, it's weekend. Don't forget to give us dollar sign multi-buy water. Click on the dollar sign, especially the part where you are commenting from. There's a dollar sign on your left-hand side. Click on it and just put anything there. Even though it's $1, it makes us, in fact, it gives me energy to talk more to you. All right. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God bless you. Use the link. Join us and let's talk about the things that is affecting us. We're going to listen to the full speech first of our principal. Remember, we played about 1 or 2 minutes of our principal the other day, the speech in Ekiti. So I want us to listen further. You know, I talk to the people, that the money bag and all that. So I'd like us to listen more to him, and then we'll take it from there. God bless you all. Thank you. God bless you, sir. Joseph Oji. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's take it from here. I can see my brother just joining me now. Tiobala, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you, my brother. How are you doing today? Okay.
I'm doing fine, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you, my brother. All right, let's take it from here, my people. Let's listen to the speech of Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi.
And Daddy Baba Neda said, we will unite and unite. Remember what I said now. We will secure and unite this country. Today there's no security in the country. We want to secure and unite the country. Today, people are hungry. People are hungry in the country. They have no job. They don't know what to do. Our youth don't have job. Our youth are not doing anything. We have said what we want to do is to ensure that we move the country from consumption to all of you will have job. If we start producing something, our youth will have job. We will do export. When we export, our naira to dollar will come low. That's what we want to do. We assure you, next year the election, my dear people. This year the election. This year, because we just started. Election that is coming up in about 50 days' time. And this election will not be based on tribe.
Yes, sir.
No tribe buys bread cheaper.
Yes.
No tribe buys bread cheaper. Election of this year.
Hey.
Let nobody tell you I am from this place or that place. I am from the southeast. If you say it is my tongue, I will claim it is our tongue. I'm not contesting based on tongue.
Yes, sir.
I'm contesting as a Nigerian who is the most qualified. So no religion gives job, no, there's no road that time, and they say religion will pass through it. So let nobody tell you about his religion. Let nobody tell you it is his turn. It's nobody's turn. It is turn of Nigeria used to take back the country. It is your country want you to take it back. Let nobody say it is his turn. This year's election will be on character we can trust. It must be a person of character we can trust. Somebody who will say, I have said it, I will stop corruption, I will fight criminality, I will make sure that we make this country productive so we can employ labor. When I left office, I have served as a governor. Go and look at where I served, and you will see I was the best in education when I left. Every community was secure. When I was there, and when I left office, I did not steal their money. I did not steal their money. Instead,
All right, my people, now here when my principal talk say, before you come on for Anambra as a governor, say not thief their money, he say every community were secured. I beg, if you not hear that part, people can let me know for comment section, because I'm going somewhere. Where my principal talk and say everywhere were secured, that particular area. When I hear for comment section, if you not hear, let me know. If you're not here, I might play that part again before I move to where I'm going. You know, fear not gonna let other candidates talk like this. And we are going to prove that to you right now. You know, we have everything here to prove to you. Now here where might play that part again. Listen to him.
every community was secure.
Every community was secured. Okay, let me prove it to you. Look that on the screen. The IG then, that was 2014, April 11, 2014. IG declares Anambra safest since 5 years. It means that this was the time our principal was ruling. The IG, Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Abubakar, you know, and they, you know the newspaper where they for State Council. Now Tinubu newspaper they for Tokamu. If na another one, they'll say they do what you put even in newspaper that report on. That the safest state. The safest state at that time. My people, all this kidnapping, raping, killings, different disheartening stories that is going on in Nigeria. I don't want to make it stop. This can only stop if this man, if we give a chance, may to become the president of Nigeria. Let me put this one for screen. Quote me, because we work with legitimate sources. If this one are lie, then you'll go fair fight Tinubu, say they lie. Because if you go ask Tinubu today, and I go say a lie, right? But it's there. It's still on that wall. They cannot delete it. It's there. That if you want to know, find this newspaper, the only way you can find this exact newspaper, write IG declares Anambra safest since 5 years. Write down exactly how it be. Put on for Google. The newspaper will come out. The full newspaper will come out. The date, the time, everything. Research not the hardest. No matter how the thing go hide, you will bring out, come out. You understand? So, you see, everybody that is fighting him don't really have anything to say. They always say, I don't want to mention his name. That one will come from Anambra. That one. Now they talk. The first time we are seeing presidential candidates fighting their opponents, but they don't really have anything to fight with. Not even one single corruption. Ah, God. Peter Obi don't teach me many things, sha. Let's not say me get my own lane before, but I don't buckle up even more. Or 10 years from now, you will they watch me, so you don't know where your life go day. You don't know where you go day. I ask again, what are you doing today that might likely affect you tomorrow? Don't trick yourself by saying, oh, you are too clever, you're not going to ever leak. No matter how smart you are, one day you will be exposed. So it is better you stop now. Yes, it is better. Thank you. I thought I should bring that in. Let's move on and listen further to what our principal is saying.
And look at where I stand. And you will see I was the best in education when I left. Every community was secure. When I was there, and when I left office, I did not steal their money. When I left office, I did not steal their money. Instead, I left the 3 banks in Nigeria. In 3 banks, Access Bank, Fidelity Bank, Diamond Bank, $50 million. This election must be based on competence. We want people who are competent, who understand the problem of our country. People are dying of poverty. We want someone that will fight poverty. I'm telling you, we are going to fight poverty. Commitment. I am committed to building a better Nigeria. These people who are telling you about structure, don't listen to them. We don't listen. It is not structure that made us to be poor. It is structure that they used to steal our money. So do not listen to them again. This is the time, you youth, this time we must take it. A new generation must come into power.
This is it, man. This is the time to change it. This is the time. For me, I'm ready. If I say the way I take wear my buluku, I wear my buluku. I can't use rope tie am. I'm ready. Me, I'm just ready. Because me, I love my country. I'm telling you, my people, I love my country. Despite all that we are passing through. What are you saying? I love Nigeria. I'm telling you. We must allow him to rule for you and I to enjoy our country. I'm telling you, we must. That's why you see we are coming out all the time. We're coming out all the time, back to back. We did it in Edo State before now. We're not tired. Why go tired from top? This one are the biggest, the highest. The highest. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Let's listen to another video that we have here. I want us to hear from the people on the streets what they think of Peter Obi.
At a great sacrifice for the unity of this country, you don't take it from him, he's a great man. And for him to endorse somebody, there's a meaning. Each time Obasanjo is the only head of state. As head of state, that any time there's a problem in the country, he will vote out his opinion, and his opinion counts. In 2007, he does Yar'Adua and he won. In 2011, he does Jonathan and he won. In 2015, he does Buhari, he won. In 2018 election, we know what happened. People castigating the man, they cannot match him. He's a global man. The man indoors is a young man. It will be for the youth. Somebody who do it within that age bracket, at least, will be able to know your health. He's an alumnus. He left Anambra State without debt. He left with the 75 billion naira he gave to the coming administration of Willie Obiano. And $163 million, 75 billion naira, no debt. Individually as a chief, they established Fidelity Bank, live breweries, an alumnus of Harvard University, Lagos Business School, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. I think what Baba said is a correct thing.
Among the three main presidential candidates, nobody that doesn't know that P2P is the best among them. We are talking about the APC presidential candidate who brought this incumbent government we are seeing. Is it not the same APC? Lion beget lion, goat beget goat. What will APC give to Nigerians again? Of a truth, if they should allow free and fair election. See, all Nigerians are giving it to Labour Party.
Yes, because the remaining people, they know they capable, they fuck up. They're not already disappointed all of us, all the youths. You understand? People where they feel do am, they know, you know. So, nobody get help us. So, what do they call him? Obasanjo, no reason why he endorsed Peter Obi. You understand?
Ninja watch. I'm not hearing now. Is anything wrong?
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I can hear you. I can hear
Thank
you.
you so much for bringing my attention to that. Thank you so much. All right. Like I said before, it's Peter Obi or never. You know, it's Peter Obi or nothing. I would like us to listen to this man again.
His case will be
Daniel Boala. I played this video before in the past, but I want us to listen to it again. Pay attention to this video. Thank you.
good. But his case will be worse if APC is voted, because the man who is running now for APC does not even know half of what Buhari knows about government or national security. If you have the time, I will tell you more about what they are campaigning with as an agenda or as a rhetoric that he did well in Lagos. I will tell you, between 1999 to 2007, if you take out context, he actually performed worse than some governors in Nigeria, because the Lagos that they say he did, he improved the revenue, he only collected tax. All the infrastructure needed for a state or in fact a country to develop was on ground. Lagos used to be the Nigerian national capital. Before Nigeria was formed, Lagos was a colony. You have all the infrastructure for economic development. As what you didn't establish them. There was seaport, there was airport, you have commercial activity, all the embassies are there. So transaction with foreign envoys is in Lagos. All the hotels are there, headquartered in Lagos. All the banks are headquartered in Lagos. All security apparatus, every facility and infrastructure for economic development was in Lagos. He didn't bring them. Asiwaju did not invite or introduce or brought to Lagos any serious foreign investor or domestic investor. And these revenues we are talking about that they claim he has generated, we are on. It's just that the government didn't have the infrastructure in collecting those. So what he did throughout this period was to collect tax. That's what they claim by revenue. And even then, the reason he did that was because the company that was collecting the tax, the company is allegedly traceable to him. So if you pick a man on the street and you tell him, I want you to collect tax in a given area, your percentage is 30%, he will be optimal. He will be highly effective. This is the summary. But let me tell you what he did in Lagos. One, he attempted to destroy democracy. He wanted to introduce what we call monarchical democracy. A democracy that is not reflected by the will and wishes of the people, but reflected by the choice of a man, and people should run around it. He introduced the concept in politics in Nigeria that we call take the queue, follow the queue. He was the only governor in Nigeria that during the period of 7 years, he has had to impeach his deputy governors 3 times and change them. He's the only politician in Nigeria that nobody wins under his tutelage unless the person is chained or positioned by him. You don't win by the popularity that you carry or because you have idea, but whether he has approved you. That is one. 2, the House of Assembly in Lagos throughout his period never had the independence. This is the man you say he promotes democracy. Never had the independence. In fact, when allegedly the drug conviction in Chicago was alleged, to have, happened. And then Gani Fawemi was all over the place that he should be checked, he should be probed, he should be prosecuted. The House of Assembly sat down. They had no business doing that. They said they cleared him. That they did a finding and they cleared him. On what premise? The same Festus Keyamo, who is the spokesman now, went to court around the time to challenge the decision of the House of Assembly. Do I now detour to tell you about Festus Keyamo and Lalong? I was in APC when I was canvassing for vote for Asiwaju. Lalong was doing Amechi, Festus Keyamo was doing Amechi. All the negative narrative that is built in the air against Asiwaju were pushed by Festus Keyamo. They don't believe in Asiwaju. They are just there on contract. Festus Keyamo was the one that peddled the idea that Asiwaju had Parkinson. Festus Keyamo was the one that peddled the idea that Asiwaju had baggages. The worst about Festus Keyamo was that he was even oscillating like a pendulum between the vice president and what do you call him, and Amechi. Suddenly, Festus Keyamo has come to talk about Asiwaju he didn't believe. The greatest mistake Asiwaju has made in constituting his campaign structure was to choose the people that did not and still don't believe in him. Good.
Not only Festus Keyamo though. For you to know that these people, they are satanic. That's why you can see right there on our title, for you to know that these people are satanic. Festus Keyamo have destroyed Tinubu before. Today is singing Tinubu's praises. FFK destroyed Tinubu. In fact, FFK destroyed Buhari APC in totality. Today is right there telling us that APC is the best thing that will happen to us. I would like us to listen to what FFK said when he was talking to Nnamdi Kanu. I would like us to listen to this. If he was trying to win the love of Nnamdi Kanu or what he was trying to do, I'm not sure, but I just want us to listen and hear him out here. You're going to be surprised with this. Very sad.
I was in APC for 9 months. What I saw. Anyway.
Memorable, man.
Oh my God. What I saw, man.
Memorable, man.
And because I was fighting Jonathan because Jonathan was giving too much to the Northerners and he was very unfair to the Yorubas, and you know the story. And I told them, I said, look, so when I went to APC, Buhari now, I met Buhari through El Rufai. We interacted 3-4 times. We'll go and meet him. He had a house somewhere else, not here. He lives just around the corner from here now. But he had a house elsewhere. We went there. So, but as time went by, he now started sending for me. So I went there with Nasser. Then one day, they called and said he wanted to see me. So I said, okay, I'll go. I met him at the transfer. When I got there, he said we should go inside the bedroom. So we sat in the bedroom talking. He started talking. He said, he wants to, I know his aspiration, but he has a challenge with trusting people in view of what has happened to him in the past. But that he just wants me to know that he would want me to work closely with him. If he manages to win the nomination for his party, and that, he likes me, I'm courageous. The Obasanjo said a lot to him about me, that once I'm on board, I will fight all the way, and he loves that. Anyway, to cut a long story short, let me tell you why I'm telling you this story. We started talking about the history and about the Igbos. You know what this man said to me? He said, they killed our leaders in the middle of the night, and we can never forget it. It's a cultural problem. You can't trust them. When he was talking about trust, that's where it came up. I said, sir, they killed not just northern leaders. They killed leaders from every zone. Southwest, where I come from, yes. The Niger, the south, everywhere. Every zone. Not just the north. Not just the north. And he said, no. He said, but we remember. We will never forget. Those words, we will never forget. And we cannot trust them.
Well, Mike, because Nigeria is a failed state, how come all these videos cannot be used against these people? They just talk, even though you find out that they have been deceiving Nigerians, you just let it go like that. What was he trying to gain from Nnamdi Kanu on this particular video? I believe maybe CM and others might be able to explain this to us when it gets to time of talking. Let's listen further.
He said it's a cultural problem. when he said this, it's sunk in. I had never seen that level of racism in any. I mean, I've interacted with quite a few leaders. I've never seen that. This was deep-seated hatred.
Then you know Buhari have racism spirit in him, and you know you have hatred in him. But you are with him now. That's what I'm saying. You are with him. You are singing his praises. You are singing the praises of APC. Oh God.
Leaders. I've never seen that. This was deep-seated hatred for a whole nation of people. And I left that room thinking to myself, these people have to be stopped. Because if they're not stopped, if they have power, what they will do, first they will deal with Igbos, then they will come and deal with us.
Then they have to be stopped. But you are with them, telling Nigerians that these are the best people, that we should accept them. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Let's finish this.
Power. What they will do, first they will deal with Igbos, then they will come and deal with us. You know, they will deal with everybody. And it's one of the main reasons, apart from the issue of Muslim ticket. That's what I said no. Not only will I leave them, I will also expose them and fight them. You understand there's some basic.
You will expose them and fight them, but you are with them.
Basic, fundamental, core issues that you must never compromise on. It's not about giving Nnamdi Kanu a position of SGF or position of vice president or something like that. Because if you do that, he will serve his term, then we'll be back to square one.
Square zero, man.
Absolutely. You know, you've got to.
I believe this man, there was something he was looking for from Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, there was something he was looking for, because he's a snake.
You've got to fight for your people. You've got to fight for your people.
And it's a structural, seismic change both in thinking and in approach.
And if they say no, they break it. You know, I told you when we were in detention, the truth is I don't even believe in this union anymore. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in Nigeria. I don't believe that the Northwest and the Northeast, you know, as they are now, should be part of us. Because their whole mindset, their whole, you know, view about the world is different to ours.
All right. Let's move on. I bet make gonna share, make gonna like. No worry, remember one. We have a woman of 78 years old. A 78 years old woman have something to say here. I want you guys to compare, because Tinubu said it's 70 now, be 72, right? 78 years old woman is about to speak to us. I want us to compare between this woman and Tinubu, who looks older, who's more eloquent. Let's take this. Let's take this together.
Princess Rekia Abdullahi from Kano State. My name's Princess Rekia Abdullahi from Kano State. Yes.
How old are you, ma?
By Friday, last Friday of this January, I was 78 years old.
Wow, congratulations and happy
Thank
birthday.
you very much.
Okay, you are supporting Peter Obi.
Of course.
What's the reason for your supporting Peter Obi?
Reason plenty. If I'm going to tell you the reason for supporting Peter Obi, I think it will take us up to 2 months, because the reasons are so many. What make me to support Peter Obi is because of the condition we find ourselves. All of us have come out with all what God has blessed us with to elect, to put all this APC, PDP government into power. But the result is so bad, it's very pathetic. The result is not good at all. I, as an elderly woman, if I did not get up and do the right thing, God is going to ask me. Now, there is one thing I want everybody to understand. What I want us to understand is that they said this Nigeria belongs to all of us. Hausa people have been ruling for over how many years? Yoruba people have been ruling for over how many years? Now the Igbo people have not been given access into the Nigeria movement. To me, I don't think Peter Obi need to even contest. If we know what we are doing in this country, they would have just elected this man unopposed. Because Yoruba have ruled, Hausa people have ruled. It's only the Igbo people that have no rule. They have no rule for many years, and these people exercise patience, and they have been going along with us. So Peter Obi is not even supposed to contest at all. To me, if my idea is other people's idea, Peter Obi is not supposed to contest. They are supposed to simply, honorably, respectfully give this man this thing, the seat of president. If Buhari finally decide to leave that villa, then I'm solidly standing by him, because I have seen the vision where God is going to use this man to take Nigeria to. I have seen it as of my age. I have seen where this man, Peter Obi, is going to take us to. Yes. Because all other people, they have failed. They have woefully failed.
So what are you telling Nigerians?
What I'm telling Nigeria is that we have to make up our mind, put all what these people have put us into in Nigeria. Let us put it aside and let us join our hands together and take this man to the villa to represent us.
So what should Nigerians do on the election day?
Nigeria should go and vote Labour Party. All Nigerians should go and vote Labour Party. The Labour Party that takes dad, father, mother, and child. That is Labour Party, Papa, Mama, Pikin. Every Nigeria that know what they are doing. Everybody, every Nigeria that is God-fearing. All Nigerians that know that the curses of God is not upon them. They should go and vote Labour Party. Everybody should go and vote with Labour Party. You understand what I mean? Since they will not give it to him unopposed, as of my own suggestion, if everybody should accept my suggestion, Peter Obi is supposed to be unopposed. He's not supposed to contest for what? What is he contesting for? You don't understand what I mean? He's supposed to be given unopposed. So every Nigerians who want to come out of this sympathetic situation that this government has put us should simply go and vote for Peter Obi.
God, I feel so goosebumps listening to this mother. Now, wow. I wish I have the power to just touch all Nigerians to see what we are fighting for. Anyway, I'm very, very hopeful. I'm very, very, very hopeful. This is it. We are gaining our freedom back. We are gaining it back. It is well. Thank you very much, my people. I'd like us to just start talking on this. I don't want to play any video. I still have one more, but I'll do that later if I have the time. Let's start talking. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all for joining us. Please help us to share, like this broadcast. I can see Mother Rita just joining us right now. Good evening to you. Thanks very much for joining us. I did justice. I see you right there. Thanks for joining us. And God will bless every one of you for just joining us right now. Thank you. Oros Eyohai. Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I can see you right there. Thanks for joining us. Oka Pat, thanks for joining us. Good evening, and happy weekend to you all. And God will bless every one of you. Continue to help us to share and like. Friday Femi, thank you very much. God bless you all. Jennifer Copt, thank you, my good people. Sonia Alex, and many, many more. Tony South. And God will bless you now. Thank you. I would like to quickly start with Tiobala. Tiobala, good evening to you once again. I beg, just talk to us. Talk to us. No time limit on this. Tiobala, are you available now? Okay, before we have Tiobala back, let me choose someone else for now. Okay. All right. He's not available right now. He wrote to us on the private chat. I didn't say that on time. Okay, let me start with my brother Alex. My brother Alex, good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Nagawa, thank you for the good work, for the tedious and the hectic work you are doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, for the sacrificial work, for the audacious work you are doing.
God bless
It's
you.
been a very hectic journey. It's not easy. Some days you want to sleep, if you know you, but you have to be around. Some days you want to go somewhere, you say, no, I must be online. So we will not forget your sacrifice, you and your team. You know, we in Africa, we don't have the culture of encouraging people. We have culture of attack, especially when they are doing the right thing. We want to continue to wallow, you know, in the status quo of corruption, of wickedness, especially when our cronies, our affiliations are in power. So thank you for turning your back on wicked people and facing the reality of the poor people. I don't know what these people are gaining from things happening. Let me greet those on the comment section. My fellow panelists, I salute everybody. The Niger Watch technical team, I thank you all for the work you are doing. History will not forget us. So, yes, it's very pathetic with the likes of FFK and that touching video just now. That woman, I saw it before. It was very touching. So that's to tell you that all those braggadocious comments they've been making about the North belong to them, the North belong to them. It's a lie. Oh. Not all Muslims are stupid. Gone are those days. Internet has exposed everybody's eyes. Not every Northerner is a coward. In fact, Northerners most times are very bold. Once they make up their mind, the day their eyes get open on the reality, they are very kind sometimes. I mean, the citizens, not the leaders. So Peter Obi is going to put a sword, put the votes to the sword, because he's going to share the sword, share the vote like 3-4 times, and it will take 3 parts and leave one for the other parties to share. Because the guy's life is an exemplary life. He's a husband to 1 wife, a father to 2 children, a former governor. There is no concrete corruption charges, unlike Nigerian politics. This is the first time we have a leader that does not have rape case problem. No woman has come out from one corner to say he abandoned me. I'm his 4th wife. I'm his 3rd wife. I live in Singapore. I live in London. I'm in South Africa. I ran away for my life. These are always synonymous. They're always, things that come up. Even in local government elections, you hear women coming out from different corners with babies that look like these men. So this is a man that his likes are very rare. Very, very rare. You hear that this guy stole money a long time ago. He resurfaced to be a governor. No. British government would have brought out something now against him to say, yes, he stole 5,000 or 500 pounds at so time. Those things are always in history. So even me, I'm wondering if this guy is from this planet. That does not say he's perfect. The guy is good. I'm not an Igbo man, but I'm a human being. I'm a human being. So how long are we going to be wallowing in self-deceit, in lies? So I want to thank the parents that gave birth to, that brought up this man. We shouldn't forget the family. We should thank them. Out of Nazareth, the Eastern Nigeria is seen as the Nazareth. They never see anything good about them. But so a savior is coming out of Nazareth. The Bible says, saviors shall come out of you. So God is bringing somebody out of Nazareth, a carpenter's son. I'm not saying his father was a carpenter. He's just a figure of speech. So he's from a humble background. So what else do you want? There is no EFCC charges. There is no rape charge. There is no local government chairman has come out to say, we did a deal together, he swindled me. So I'm very glad with his clean slate. Even if he's not perfect as a human being, what else do we want? The North, the South, the East, they are all in unison. All other things you are seeing is party politics, tricks, austerity, tricks playing out. So I just want you to know that everybody is aware. Don't listen to the side talks of party agents. They've been paid to do a job. Even most party agents that I know, they are working for Peter Obi. They say they are working for APC and PDP, but they are PVCs for Peter Obi. Somebody told me, he said, oh God, who no like better thing? But I need to collect my deve. Deve is small thing, like 5 or 10K or 20K. I told him, but how long will it be? He said, forget that thing. I know who I'm voting for. On voting day, make my chairman come ask me how I take vote. If you look my eyes, only you go arrange himself. That's what a PDP strong man told me at the world level. He said, we know these things. He said, but what can we do? We've been in the system for 10 years, 12 years. So we have to continue until that particular time, that week or that day. We cast our vote, we vote to our conscience, but for now we are working, we are pretending to be working for them. We are not really working for them. He now asked me, he says, sir, what do you call work? Holding up posters, going for meetings, when we know the truth. So for me, you can deceive a microscopic few, infinitesimal number of people. Very few people like this FFK, people like Melaye, people and other party people, men and women, they just gather to pay. You see, everything they do is fake. There's nothing organic. They buy the crowd, you know, they want to buy their way through. So Nigerians have woken up. Don't be surprised. Obi's highest vote may come from either the north or the east, because you don't know the reality on ground until we start seeing some of these videos flying around. So you start having a clue into the reality. Today, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, a particular local government in Benin City, they blocked the road that the government should tell INEC to make sure they release PVCs because they are voting for Obi, that they know the tricks. They were almost beating up INEC people before police now came in and asked INEC people to immediately give them PVCs. Sakmomba Road was shut down. So guys, Nigerian youth everywhere are aware of the Obi message. Nobody is buying bread cheaper. Nobody is enjoying the security. Nobody is enjoying the death of Deborah without justice. Nobody is enjoying the way Abuja Kaduna train was kidnapped. The way they've run the country, the burning of churches, the destruction going on in the eastern part of Nigeria, the swallowing of money by snakes, monkeys, and tigers. Nobody's enjoying the injustice going on. As we speak, Nnamdi Kanu is still in jail in spite of, you know, the lies. They demonize him. They call him a bad name. If you want to kill a dog, you call him a bad name. But everything the guy said is happening. The real criminals in our street, they cannot go and deal with them, but they have intelligence to go and kidnap and bring somebody into the country. Even when the courts have set him free, he has been discharged. They now said he is not acquainted. So guys, this election is the fight of our lives. It's the very last fight. Obi has completely done his job. He has done a very wonderful campaign time. So far, he has been 99.9 on point with his character, with his credentials, with his, you know, voyage, with his crossing of the nook and cranny of the state, if not of the globe, for the Nigerian Rescue Mission Project. There is no better time to get your PVC, monitor the elections, defend your vote, canvass as we are doing, make people want. Even just now before I came online, I asked somebody, do you have your PVC? The person told me, I did my own in 2018, I did collect it. I said, go and collect it. I have a gift for you. If you can show me your PVC on Monday, I have a special gift for you. The person told me, I will go on Monday, sir. I said, yes, come and show me, and you get your gift. I prepared like 3,000 naira to give to that person as a gift. And part of that money, I will tell that person, use it for transport on voting day. So yes, these are my own little ways of trying to encourage people.
Exactly. That's a wonderful encouragement. Thank you.
So he said the temporary one is with him. I said, yes, when you have your temporary one, the other one is there. Go and get it. Somebody else also told me he will get his own inside this coming week. I just tell them I'm giving a special giveaway. If you bring your PVC to me, I have a gift for you. At least it's a gift. It's not a bribe. You need it. I know the country is hard. Some of us are a little bit privileged. Not that we are that privileged. We are just blessed by God to float on this ocean of wickedness, on this ocean of, you know, bloodletting, on this ocean of criminality, looting, borrowings, reckless abandon, impunity, orchestrated by wicked politicians, the articles of this world, the Tinubus of this world, the Fire days of this world, So we have just one last opportunity to rescue this nation and give it to somebody who can fix it. Nigeria is like an abandoned ricketing car. It needs an engineer, a proper engineer, to carry out a risorgimento, a surgery on it to bring it back to life. And the only qualified engineer, economic engineer we have right now is Mr. Peter Obi. It's visible to the blind, audible to the deaf. You don't need to tell a blind man it's raining because nobody is buying food cheaper. Nobody can go through Nigerian road now from Lagos to Kaduna without being kidnapped. It's impossible. It's a miracle. It does not happen. So people have not seen they've not seen them. If you cannot afford air tickets, before to go to Lagos was 16,000 naira from Benin. Mine is over 70 to 80,000. Christmas period, it was 120,000 sometimes on this New Year period. Benin to Lagos, that used to be 17,000. Abuja to Benin, it's about the same price because of the wickedness of men. Looking at the crude oil we have, Nigeria is the only country that have a special crude oil that when you refine it, you have petrol, you have kerosene, you have diesel, you have a lot of other smaller minerals and chemicals you can use in other manufacturing things before you now have gas. Other countries of the world like Venezuela and the rest, they have just one type. Like Libya, they have just one type to produce one or two things. But Nigeria has multiple, the blessing from God is so much. We have gold in the north. We have bitumen in the west. We have farmlands. We have the rainforest in the south. Then we have the crude oil. And we have the human economic resources, the population, the growth. I don't know the darkness. I know where the problem came from in 1967 to 1970 after that civil war. The people that got that government, Gowon, a 32-year-old man, was an illiterate. He went to go and meet Awolowo in jail and said, sir, we need your wealth of experience. Obasanjo, who later became a president, was a mechanic in the military. British Queen, the late Queen who just died, when Obasanjo became a military president, she said, a mechanic has become a Nigerian president. So for Obi is the only way we can rectify all the errors. If you look at history, countries that soldiers have ruled before, it takes them 20, 30 years to recover. So now that we have a man who have done it before, tested and trusted, who left $50 million in two accounts, 10 billion naira, verifiable. Come on now. In this Nigeria, where people are like tigers in politics, lions. So guys, don't listen to anybody else. APC and PDP are liars. A lot of their workers are going to vote for Labour Party because they know the truth. And some of them are already working on the ground for Labour Party. Everybody wants a better country. And the diasporans are also tired. A lot of them want to retire back home. So please motivate your family members. Do a giveaway. Encourage people. Let them have transport to go and get their PVCs. Let's put up our last sweat and get this country back. Remember Deborah's death. Remember Lekki toll gates. Remember Abuja Kaduna train. Remember the Owo church massacre. Remember how they've been killing people since 7 years. This is enough to motivate us to get this country back. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother Alex. Thank you for saying it how it is. Okay, let's move on now to the next person here, which is CM. Oga CM, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you, sir.
The apprentice. Good evening, Niger Watch, and good evening, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Still within the first month of the first year of the year, so I can always say happy new year to everybody. May this year hold lots of promise for
Amen.
each and every one of us, starting from February 25th. Everybody's fortune will change. We start having hope again. So on that note, I welcome everybody, those on the chat column, those joining us, those that we still phone in due to what we say here, because it's always enchanting and enticing to people. When you listen at a time, you have to phone, even if to say thank you. So on that basis, the two video video clips shown, let me first talk about that of Fani Kayode before I get to the lady who talked about P2B. The thing about hypocrisy is that sometimes you don't even know you are hypocritical. That is the thing. You will think that you are clever or you are whatever. You see, the Buhari Fani Kayode is talking about, let me say this. I think in 2003, when Buhari contested with Dr. Chubo Kadibu, then he was planning to contest with Dr. Chubo Kadibu. Because Chuba, when he was removed from PDP, I mean, when he was impeached anyway, as the president of the Senate under Obasanjo. So he served out that year, but he said no, he's not going back to the Senate in 2003. That this is a house he has led, and he felt that the dictator who is doing the bidding, I mean, who everybody is doing his bidding, which is Obasanjo, should not be given any more room to operate, that he will help to remove Obasanjo, not through violence, but democratically. I read the interview he said. Then he teamed up. He felt that, okay, power going to the north might be it. Then who is popular? They said Buhari, all those things they were saying. So Buhari saw him as a person cast out in the cold and beckoned him to join him, let them rescue Nigeria. And before then, people look upon Buhari as another saint, given the fact that he launched war against indiscipline. He was removed by IBB, and people felt the man is so Spartan, he's not given to flamboyance, and he's not an apostle of corruption. A lot of things. So he went with Okadibu. But what happened was, let me tell you what related. I think that was in 2002 or thereabout, or 2003. There was World Igbo Congress, WIC, which is World Igbo Congress is patterned after the World Jewish Congress, because the Igbos felt that the Jews, when they are scattered all over the world like the Igbos are now, they said they should have a congress where they sit down and brainstorm on how to develop their homeland. So that's what the Jews did. So the Igbos in America copied it and said World Igbo Congress. So that World Igbo Congress, they meet every year. But the Jews, they do their own meeting in Israel, but in the Igbo, because of what it is, they do it in America. Rarely do they come to Nigeria. Only once they had it in London. Now, Buhari came there just to talk to Ndi Igbo. Just listen. So when it was a plenary, they said they normally give some guests because there were things. He came with Rimi, Abubakar Rimi, or the earlier Rimi came because they normally invite people to say, these are Igbos. When we go into plenary, you can address us, despite the fact that we have committees to deliberate on specific issues according to local government, environmental degradation, and anything that is of interest. So it so happened that Buhari addressed Ndi Igbo. What he told them was, he said, you Igbos are the engine room of Nigeria. Nigeria started going down the moment you were removed from the commanding heights of the economy since 1970. In the 60s, Ndi Igbo he told them, and they were clapping for him. So he said, with me, I'm going to bring you people back. This is Buhari speaking, reminding the Igbos. And when you talk about World Igbo Congress, these are Igbos in US, intelligentsia, most of them professors, professionals. He told them that, he said, until you people take over government, Nigeria can never rise up. Nigeria can never. He said, we fought Biafran war to stop you from going. Not that if you are one type of nation, we could have said, okay, you go with your destiny and then go and become destitute. But we know that if you leave, the nation will collapse. And with our British people advising us, we did exactly that. He said it there. I think I forgot whether in the state of Florida, I can't remember the venue. So now this Buhari, having said all this, is now the person that is telling Fani Kayode, we will never forget. They killed our leader. I mean, you people had it. We will never forget. We don't trust them. But look at what you told us in the World Igbo Congress.
Mr. CM, how are we even sure Buhari told Fani Kayode that?
Anyway, that's a good question again. So, but anyway, that is it. Or because of Fani Kayode being somebody who plays politics of the stomach only to better his stomach. So maybe, like you said, you asked rhetorically before that, it might be what is he looking from Nnamdi Kanu, hoping that with the new champion of Ndibo, somebody the Igbo youths are following. So maybe if I need something, I can. Anyway, well, that is by the way. So let me just, okay, now I'm assuming that he said it. But then, even if he didn't say it, what of his attitude? So since then, I look at when he came in, all that he did. Not knowing that even after telling the Igbo all those things, the Igbos know him. Not that the Igbos hate Fulani. Shagare said so many things about Ekweme. He never had it so good about it. Ekweme served him heart and soul. It's on record. Ndị Igbo voted for Yaradua, despite it, only that he was sick and he couldn't make it. Not that these are Fulani. Buhari is not more Fulani than Shagari from Sokoto or Yaradua from Katsina. But it's the man's attitude we do not like. Somebody who came in as a military leader made a law. After making the law, you retroactively you say, now this law will now start to be able to get somebody who committed a crime maybe weeks or months back. That's not good now. We don't do that. Now you've made the law, you said, okay, if the law had come into effect, well, then you should have caught those people. But you made it and said, now the law should start with those people. That is retroactive. So it's not done. That shows your wickedness. You are no longer following. This is no longer the rule of law you want to apply. You are applying your own rule. So we all saw this, and people saw it and raised. I mean, imagine Ndokera. Why is it? Is it not Tunde? Not Tunde Tonse. I think Ndokera, but those people that are called were Decree 4. So Nigerians knew all these things. So we never trusted him, irrespective of the fact that he ran with Okadibo, he ran with Edwin Umezu. Okay, these are two Igbo people. Subsequently, we don't want him because we know the man is naturally wicked. It is true he fought in the civil war just like Danjuma or Basanjo, but that is a war you have to defend your side. Probably if Buhari was within Ojuku's purview, he could have been shot. So in war, there's no, it's a fair, everybody is a fair game in war. But now that you've now gotten power, okay, if you feel that you love Ndibo, when Abacha made you the PTF chairman, Petroleum Trust Fund, they say use this trust fund because they increase the price of petroleum, then all the excess they are keeping. Say use it to provide infrastructure. Buhari concentrated in the north, nothing in the east. Nothing in the east. And then what is it? We are still carrying out the civil war. This year before you even came to World Igbo Congress to tell us. So when you were talking at the day of the World Igbo Congress, people will now go back and say, but Abacha just died 1998 and you served under him as PTF chairman. What did you do to us? And you are telling us that since we left. So all these are hypocrisy. Then as per Fani Kayode, what he's saying there, I guess Fani Kayode was sort of he's been he's sort of ruminating through, I think, his EFCC case because he's running from pillar to post. Anything to discredit anybody, he was called. Even now, he's making noise. The moment EFCC says Paneka, this case will come up on he will plead that he's sick. He can't stand trial. He said he can sit down, but you have to stand up. That's what they call stand trial. He will say he's sick, but now he's running his mouth. So this is pure hypocrisy. That's why whatever he says, I don't even reckon with it. He will write something in black and white. When you confront him with it after 1 year, he said, well, it's in the past. I said it then because of whatever. So these are people you do not trust or whatever. Even if he decide to praise me today, I will only just take it with a pinch of salt. It won't get to my heart. I only stop in my. I will just open mouth and then I'll be holding it by the teeth so that if you like, I threw it out. I bring it out again. So this is Faneka Yode's character. Whatever he's saying, if he's praising, after all, we said that he said what we all heard what he said about APC. Not even now, when he said he can never go back to APC, never, all these things. Now he's in APC, dining and whining with them. What I'm even if I should make a prediction or maybe give my own idea, Faneka, you don't know under whatever guise you not be admitted into Labour Party because Labour is going to win, and he doesn't. He always want to be on the sunny side, so he would like to join the party, even if he's not gaining anything momentarily. But he would like to say, yes, we are in charge, and he wouldn't mind coming to say, send me to this. Those type of things, when you look at it, it's irritating to some. The man without principle, let's just put it this way, a man without principle. So that's what he's portraying. All these things he's saying, I don't trust it. I don't trust him. Then coming to the video, the second clip that the woman in Kano, 78 years old, I suppose, playing. It's not really the age that matters to me, but that is a classical example on how to debunk all this idea that nobody knows Labour Party logo. Look at the woman telling you, Mama, Papa, Pikin, in Kano, probably, and he's telling you what is happening. These are the type of people, they know. Dr. Haruna Goro said they in the north are tired. They are waiting for P2B. And somebody from somewhere will tell you that P2B is not known in the north is for Kwakwanso. They've locked down for Kwakwanso. Yes, in the past, people vote according to religious inclination because that's what they are told. People vote based on ethnicity. They say, oh yeah, Igbos, you can't trust Igbo man to be president of Nigeria. Or if they don't use Igbo, they will say, okay, them Arne, unbeliever. If you don't, no Muslim should vote for a non-Muslim. No Muslim should vote for a Christian. They've been doing all this religiously and doing, but now a bag of rice is beyond their reach. So what are you? They are hungry. And they've now seen through their gimmick that you've been lying to them all along. That's why they said no, they are not going to do it. These people you say we should not vote, they are evil. They are the people they load them in Dangote trailer, bring them down to Onisha to come and be begging for arms openly. Before, if you want to see beggars, you go to the north. Now they are coming down, or you see them in Lagos. They are now coming down to Onisha. Even Sunday, you see them carrying this. I say, what? They are coming from the north to come and beg. And these are people you are telling them that they are unbelievers. Yet God is blessing them and they are rising up, manufacturing cars. So somehow they are trying to reason. But you must know that the system they operate in the north is to keep them perpetually in bondage. That is, do not educate them for the fact that when you educate them, they will start to question certain unorthodoxies and say, look, why is this thing really like this? You told me this is like this, but I've been there. So it's not there anymore. That is what this woman is trying to say. That all the lies they've been telling them that you should not vote for South or an Igbo man or this or that. That with P2B they are going to defy all those logic. After all, like she said, although there are more than 250, I mean, close to more than 300 ethnic groups in Nigeria, according to Professor Nigo Tite, the the Urobo man who propounded, who did a lot of things, or is it Professor Obaru Ikime? No, Obaru Ikime is a historian. It's Onigo Tite. Obaru Ikime is Isoko. Onigo Tite is Urobo at University of Ibadan. He said there are many. Now, it does not mean that when a George Jonathan has been head of state, Obasanjo Yoruba, probably by Yoruba, Shagari Buhari Fulani, then it will now be only Igbo man that is left. Probably maybe because of the major ethnic groups. What of Ichekiri? What of Bini? What of Isoko, Urobo, Ogoni, and the other people, all others. So there are many, but then let me just put it in that bracket. So what she's saying is that, yes, this is the time. And then apart from that, the candidate you are presenting, the human being, if it were Oji Uzokalo, Rochas Okorocha, all these Ekweremadu, them people know. But the chap you are presenting is a clean break from the past. Very, very clean in terms of management of human resources. Very clean. He's not corrupt. He's not interested. In fact, he doesn't even want a bogus living, despite being a billionaire. But you will see Peter be managing, living as if he's a student a secondary school student in the dormitory, making tea, very small kitchen. We say that is okay for him. Where he lives at Onisha, he doesn't care. And he's a billionaire. Rather, he donates his money. So people now see in this man that this is the type of person we want, because the problem essentially of in Nigeria is not that we do not have money. At least you heard what Alex said about our crude oil and why it is being sought after. It's not that we have, but the thing is that you can be making, let's say, 1,000 naira a day. What gets into your coffer is only 5 naira. So where is 995 naira? Where did they go? You don't know. And yet, based on that 5 naira, you go to China again. China that you sold crude oil on a Monday and take their money. On Tuesday, you go and apply for China again for loan. with interest. Something is wrong somewhere. So that's what is going to block. P2B has gone to Morocco, a country of I can't quote, I don't know their population, but I know they are quite below 100 million, maybe 50, maybe 60, or far below. And look at their port system. P2B said if you go there, you won't even know you are in a ship in a port. Very quiet and everything is operating, and they are making billions of dollars every year. Now look at Nigeria, look at our own. No return, nothing. I remember Jonathan saying if we manage our seaport very well, we don't have need for crude oil. Do you know what that means? And P2B has gone to Morocco to study it. So these are when he comes, he say, look, in Morocco it works like this. Therefore, this one will work. And like he said, if I'm not interested in taking money, I wouldn't take. My wife won't take. I stop my friends and relations from taking. You saw corruption by 70%. Then how then will you, working under him, steal money? Because he is the person that will approve. That is the budget where you are going to pad and then steal your own. So he knows what he's saying. He has been to Egypt to see Siemens, how power is being generated in Egypt and distributed. Even they have excess just in case of emergency, they switch to it. And who made it possible for Egypt? Siemens. Who did the former chief of staff, Abakari, the one that died of corona? He went to Germany to go and sign a contract. He signed it with Siemens. P2B had to ask them, what happened in Siemens? We said, oh, Nigeria is every day. Hotel, seminar this, seminar that, seminar this. Esta code, check-off system. We are going to sit in this city. Since then, no till today, nothing. But Egypt, within 1 month, everything was concluded and they have it. So, and that same vendor called Siemens. That is what people. So when you see a man like this, it's already like he said, I want to know the problem before I get in. Not that when I get in, I say, hey, if you see the problem we met, that is what APC is still saying today. If you need to see Nigeria in 2050, what were you thinking before? Before they hired you, Nigerians have known that the country is in a mess. So when you get in there after some years, you said, this place is in a mess. We know. That's why we hired you. Or do you not know what we are getting into? So you see, we can't sing P2B's praise enough. Thank God everybody is seeing it. In fact, I like this type of interview. These people like this speaking from Kano, maybe from different parts of the north, so that people will now know that the P2B phenomenon is a time whose time is a movement whose time has come. Nothing can stop it. People are suffered enough. Suffering is everywhere. Insecurity is everywhere. Nothing is moving. Nigeria is collapsing. Now that I'm telling you, we are still banking on 133 million people below poverty line. That is at January today. By the time we get to May, definitely it can never be 133. I can bet my life on that. If they release another statistics, another figure, it can never be. So people are sinking into poverty every day, and there is no hope in sight. Now tell me, against all this background, you are now trying to go and bring another mediocre who knows next to nothing. Another dead wood, maybe Agbado, and put there tomorrow. In those days, you start to rush again and then go back to from one hospital to the other, from one this. Well, it's not for me to. It's really not for me to judge. If they keep carrying Tinubu like this, maybe still people are still having hope. Where those APC there? Well, it's not for me to judge. I've told them, like they say in Igbo language, you never can tell an old woman to sit properly because you do not know the direction from which she takes in fresh air. So if people are still hell bent on all this nonsense after all this, well, I pity them. But from the look of things, from the evidence before us, from anecdotal evidence we keep hearing, and then the reality on ground in terms of economic hardship, I do not think Nigerians will Nigeria will pay attention again to ethnicity, religion, my turn, all those primordial sentiments. The suffering is real. It's only P2B that can wipe out the tears in the eyes of Nigerians. Given all of them that are on the ballot, it's only P2B that is capable. And by my own conviction, P2B, God kept him alive because of a situation like this. Otherwise, something should have happened. Either that something, but God just kept him to do this for us. He has been able to finish what is private, like somebody pointed out earlier, 2 kids, they're all grown up, nothing to disturb him. It's only him and the wife is not the type that is socially visible. be on the background. Peter will go to work. He's willing to work for non-stop just to make sure that things are done very well. So I wish Nigerians, I keep saying, please don't give up. Help is on the way. If we have endured the hardship up till up till this month, hopefully by the end of next month, by 26th, we start singing it. We start breathing an air of freedom. Then hoping that in the next 2 months, getting to May, then the torch will be passed, and people will now say, yes, P2B is in P2B, a new sheriff is in town. And well, let me end on this note. One thing you should know is that I see there's if you live in a house which you rented, and somehow you want to vacate the flat or vacate the distance for the landlord, on your way going, as you are packing out, you have to take all your furniture and maybe your curtains, everything, cooking utensils and all those things, so that you leave the house empty and the healthy condition that you met it. The moment this satanic APC leaves by May 29, this insurgency will quieten down. Not because P2B must have done something, but the body language will change. They will now realize that the man in Aso Rock is not a friend to them. So because all these things are happening in Nigeria because they feel that they are untouchable. Nobody will touch them because the man in Aso Rock is their commander-in-chief, or it's like he's their father. So he authorizes them to go and kill even without saying anything. So the moment P2B gets in there, they will not know that behind every action, there must be a thought. And behind every instruction, there must be a responsibility. So that's why I'm having a double hope that the moment P2B leave, the moment P2B gets in, the issue of insurgency, all these things, will take a back seat, even without action being taken, because the music has changed. The person beating the drum is no longer the same person beating in fact, the person there now is not interested in beating any drum. Rather, is interested in arresting those that has been causing the havoc. So on this note, let me give way for others to contribute. Thank you.
Thank you, CM. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, I guess my brother is available now. Tiobala, please talk to us. Before that, let me quickly appreciate I want to be Ferdinand. Thank you very much, sir, for the super chat. Thank you for the encouragement. And for those of you just joining us right now, thank you so much for joining us. Please help us to share and like this broadcast. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Tiobala, over back to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Evis.
Thank you.
I really want to appreciate the good work you are doing, because sometimes we don't really understand what the massive work, the enormous job you are doing for the Nigeria people. So people might have the opinion, it's the social media, they're using it to make money. But imagine the billions of naira that the Tinubu and his cronies pump into social media just to have people on social media to be, campaigning for them, to be saying their good praises. At the end of the day, it failed them. But this is what Peter Obi just gets for free on a platter of gold.
Yes.
I really want to appreciate you. And
thank you.
In line with that, you find out that the reason why Peter Obi is still gaining a movement today is because of the fact that he has been able to take over the social media. Otherwise, it will be a different narrative. And if the APC or the PDP try to push one or two narratives, the obedience are there with their keypad waiting for them. Is it in Channels Television or Arise or anywhere, or even on Twitter, like you said earlier, TikTok, everywhere, they are there. Or is it on ground? They are there. So I really want to really thank you and every other everyone, the speaker, the commenter, the people calling, and every person who are involved in this movement. I really want to thank you, because when I listened to that woman's speech today from Nantes, I was really touched. I was really touched, because there are, like I've always said, there are so many factors that will shape in this election. The 133 million people living in poverty, the number of all that Nigeria have happened to, the unemployed graduates, the people who have lost their life in one way or the other. These are some of those things that will shape in the Nigeria election. I want to take your mind back to what happened today, Mr. Evans. Yesterday we argued about with some people saying that Peter Obi is not known in some places and all of that.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened in Osun State today?
Yes.
You know, imagine if Peter Obi can gather such crowd in Osun State, and with the love, these are people that just came out on their own. But there are people who are just there silently. They don't even want to associate themselves with maybe coming out. They don't even have issue with coming out, but they are there. They are fully obedient. So please, I just want to let the people of Nigeria to know that this election is going to be a different one entirely. Reason being that we have a beavers. We have different machines that will be monitoring, that they are going to use for this election, that is giving Nigerian people hope. Okay, look at the video you play regarding when they were asking people different opinions on what they think about the person of Peter Obi. I've watched different videos. I've watched different people's and their own ways or how they think about this coming election. See, out of 100, you'll be seeing 90, 80 going for the person of Peter Obi. And these are the reason I keep on telling people that over the years, we have almost about 80-something million registered voters or so. And we have been able to record in total, both all the political parties, about 28 or 30 million total votes. Because the rest people have choosing not to even cast their vote. They believe that the APC and PDP, they are the same. So please, I just want to encourage each and every one of us that we should keep fighting, like what Ale just did today, or just say, at least 1,000 naira is something. There are people who don't even have access to go and collect their PVC. At least speak to them. Speak to them. Even when I call my mom in the time past, they don't even know anything about Labour Party. That was maybe early January, or as at the time the movement just begin. I told them, this is the person of Peter Obi. He said one man came to tell them about it. Is it the person you are following? I said, yes, Mama. Are you getting my point? They just want to hear all this encouragement. Before, when I called them recently, they say is what they are talking about everywhere. So I really want to thank everyone, Mr. CM, Mr. Alex, Rita, and many other people that are becoming on other platforms. I've had issue with different people, even when I tried going to different platforms, to air my opinion and to preach the good news of Peter Obi. I know how people fought me, but today we are seeing the good work. People thought by now Peter Obi will fade out. People thought by now they will not be singing Obi praises anymore. But see what is going on. The movement keep rising on a daily basis. And we must keep pushing this good message. And we must not allow negative narrative to will or to pull us down. Because what you should understand about life is that once you are making a very good effort, just small negative thoughts or small negative thing that you will hear, you will just break down, irrespective of what you have done in the past. So that is the more reason we must not allow negative push. And we just have election just by the corner, just few weeks. So that is for that. And going back to the FFK and his own narratives, thank you, Mr. CM, with the what you have told us regarding this man. Me, I'm not. Sure, we all know about these people. They are all politicians. All they just want is for their own personal pockets. They don't care. They like to observe table manner. Whenever they are eating, they don't talk. It's when they are not eating, they start talking. But with the Nigeria masses, we are the one feeling the brunt. We are the worst hit over the years. Like what Peter Obi preaches in his message across all the length and breadth of the nation. He said there is nowhere Muslim or Christian buy bread cheaper. There is nowhere one tribe or the other gave one favor of one or the other. Whether you like it or not, you might gain a favor by getting to one or two positions. You will only be there. Remember, kidnappers are waiting. They don't even care where you are from. Please, these are the reasons why we as an individual are following the Mr. Peter Obi. Look at what he said in the message he outlined. One of such things talking about a human capacity building. If you recall back to Anambra, Peter Obi, one of his core achievements in Anambra was human capacity building. And these are the things. Say one of the ways to measure in development, to talking about growth and developing of a nation is human capacity building, healthcare, and many others. That is where he bought almost thousands of computers to secondary school students. You remember the time when we have some guests, young guests in Anambra, they develop an app that detect all those fake drugs or something. You know? How? Because they were privileged to having access to good education. Nigeria has happened to many of us. Reason be that we have poor educational background. Not because we don't have, we are not educated enough, we don't have the knowledge, because we don't have access to quality education. Most of us resorted after graduation to go and pay thousands of naira. I pay over 500,000 naira to go and learn 1 or 2 programs at NIT after graduation. Meanwhile, I was in a school. I graduated. All we just know how to do, we just calculate, you score A. This one is a very brilliant student. Good in mathematics, good in that. But how can you provide, put this mathematics or this thing into practical situation? We can't do it. I have to go back and start learning different skills on YouTube. I start following the idioms. And I told myself, see, after graduating, I said, these are the things we have been taught in a class. Simple linear algebra, matrix. And these are things they now use to build all this recommendation system and all of that. I told myself, as in, I cry. So when you talk about nation building, this is where it started from. Yesterday, I was in a place in New York, and we engaged in a discussion. Because the reason why I'm saying all this thing is that when we are preaching the good news of Peter Obi, you should know the reason why some of people like us are shouting on social media, why we are here talking. I was there, we were discussing. It was in December last year. There is a software, I call it what software, an AI app called what's it called?
Intelligence. Artificial
Yeah,
intelligence.
artificial intelligence called Chat GPT. They call it chat. Just Google it. That you will see where the world is turning into, where the world is heading into. My cry for Nigeria is that we are backward. How can we get out of this situation we find ourselves? And the Buhari government and the subsequent government over the years have failed to invest into education. See what the world is heading us into. You know, if you open that Chat GPT, it uses the concept of a natural language processing and all of that. Ask any question, it will tell you. I remember when I was in school, I was taught different course. Like some of us in computer science, you understand what you call the game of life algorithm. Yesterday, we were arguing. You know what they did? They opened the Chat GPT. They asked the question, can you solve the game of life algorithm? He said yes. Okay, how can you do it? He wrote a program. He bring it out for us. We bring that program out. We put it on the computer. Everything runs successfully. I'm just saying all this thing for you to know that the world is advancing. Nigeria cannot be held backward. We cannot allow this selfish leader to put us back. Whether we like it or not, the earlier we realize our mistake, the earlier we realize our potential, the better for us. Peter Obi have enumerated all these things for us. How he's going to fund an educational system for the betterment of us, for the betterment of our children. That is the more reason I'm crying on a daily basis. I'm calling on each and every one of us to vote the person of Peter Obi. In Nigeria, once you are 30, once you are 40, they say they are too old. They can no longer improve on their skills. Meanwhile, here in the US, Canada, or anywhere, you can learn anything within 6 months and still become relevant in society and still be earning dollars, millions. But in Nigeria, we gave up easily because the system have treated us that way. And my fear now is that if you go to Nigeria, like I said, it's not 3 days or yesterday, there is no, except for some few, Yahoo or all sorts of things. These are the issues taking over the places right now. No youth improvement, no skills. And we want to build a better society. And this government, they don't even care. Or if you watch them, all they do, they keep on sending their children to a better schools across the nation, across the world. They will come back and still rule over us. It's better we follow the person of Peter Obi, follow his message, and go back and revamp our society. He talked about security. You know how Peter Obi was able to do something across the length and breadth of Anambra. Now the world is advancing, and this is a mark that is coming with a sincere heart. If he can do it on a small scale, definitely he will replicate it on a larger scale. Okay, let's go back to the issue of borrowing. This is a man who ruled Anambra. He did not borrow 1 naira. And he did not only do that, he was able to put everything in place, construct road to every local village, to all the villages, so that all the farmers can have access to their farm produce, so that they can sell their goods. This is what this man did. He built all the roads, the bridges, and many others. He did not only stop there, he built humans. He did not empower he did not empower his friends and cronies, but he ensured that he spread the wealth of Anambra across the states. This is what this man is coming to replicate at the national level. That is the more reason people like us are supporting him. Left for me, I'm okay where I am. Like I've said earlier, I'm in my room working. I sit in the comfort of my home, work. I can go to any bar, carry my computer, sit there and work. I can go to office, I work. I can choose to off my computer for a day, I choose not to work, and I will still be paid. All I just wanted to do is just to run my program, test my model, read my email to know if I have any task for the day or not. Please, Nigeria have the capacity. Go and check our youth. Go and check our youth. Go and see what they are doing across the world. See how they are moving the tech industry. See how they are moving all area, all sector. Is it go to logs, all those jurisdiction, name there. Is it in the healthcare sector? See what Nigerians are doing across the world. But our nation, the government of the day and the previous government over the years have kept us in perpetual poverty. When we talk, they say we should shut up. When we say we want to change government, they say we should shut up. Or at the end of the day, they believe that a bag of rice can buy our conscience. Come this election this February is a do or die for us. It's a make or break for the Nigerian people. It's a make or break for the Nigerian people. It's better for us to choose our leader. If he fail, we still have the power to remove such person from office. We cannot afford to remain in this situation we find ourselves. Not that we don't have the capacity, but we have it. But the Nigerian people have leaders have kept us where we are. Is it natural resources? Today, Elon Musk is building one of the biggest plants in Texas. When you talk about Tesla, what power Teslas? It's lithium. Go and check the resources Nigeria have. Nigeria have all these resources in abundance. He came to Nigeria recently to come in to meet one of the ministers. Is it rhodiums that this Mustafa talked about recently? Go and check the price of rhodiums in the market. I'm not talking about oil. We all know about oil. We know about crude. We have land that Peter Obi is preaching on a daily basis. So when you have all these resources, our leaders is not even open to the idea. They are not even open to all those the best way to rule a nation, to govern a nation. Yet we are living in poverty. They want to continue to bring these people into power. And the worst of it all now is that you are living abroad. You are living in a different society where things work. Where all those people who want to rule a nation, who want to lead a nation, they will come for a debate. They will say their idea. Tinubu will not do that. He will go to Benin, calling people Yahoo boy. He will go to Kano, speak for only 30 seconds. He say you want to, okay, come for a debate. You don't want to come. Tomorrow now, Peter Obi will be appearing on Chinese television. I hope and I believe when he gets to Tinubu town, he comes out to come and speak to the Nigeria people, especially Ian and Mekano, to come and speak to Nigeria people. The world is ruled by idea today. When you don't have a leader when you have a leader who don't have idea, definitely the nation will not move forward. The reason why we are suffering what we are suffering today in the country is not because we don't have the capacity. It's because we have a leader who does not have the capacity to rule the nation. The person of Buhari today, any paper they gave him, he will sign. He cannot even send people to go and monitor what is happening in the country. It does not, not that he does not have the, I don't know how to put it, not that he is not sending out money or something, but people is just there eating this money. But he's not using his own office to reach out to the locals to know, okay, this money I'm sending, how is it being utilized? Nigeria is going down on a daily basis. It's going down on a daily basis. It's time for us to take our country back. It's time for us to take our, but there is no better time to do it other than now. This is the time. If we fail this opportunity to elect the person of Peter Obi, tell me where you go to see a governor who have ruled the nation before for 8 years, where you cannot trace any corruption against him. Is it our Edo State government that you are going to do that? Is it Oshomole or Baseki? Or is it Lagos State government where they are constructing rail for billions of naira, where the same amount of money was used to construct different rails in different states in another country? Or where? Is it Akpabio you are going to call? Just name it. Go around the country. Name them. Where are you going to see a man like Peter Obi that who have ruled in his locals for 8 years? No trace of corruption. Where are you going to see such a man? Except those that have not ruled before. And remember what they say in Nigeria. You have not, we cannot trust you. You have not ruled before. As in, this is a man who have ruled before. We tested him. You see what he has done on a small scale. And there is no any trace of corruption. Yet, he mentioned it today, like the video Mr. Evans played, where he left $50 million in 3 different banks. Meanwhile, in different states, they are stealing our money, using it to build their houses. If we miss it, come this 2023, come this February, it's a pity. We might not be able to get it right. Please, this election is not all about, it's not about tribe. It's about your own survival as an individual. You think you are living abroad, you are doing well. It's okay. You will get to one day. Do you know what will happen? Even when you are even doing well in the overseas or where you call yourself, remember home is home.
Exactly.
Home is home. We are talking about building a better society. How AI is changing the world. How this one is changing the world. Is it changing Nigeria, your country? My mother going to, for instance, if anything happen, which will he come to the US to come and assess US healthcare that we are all building, that we are all revamping? He will assess the one in our community. If you don't build your nation, where would they see a better healthcare to attend, to go to? Our people are dying on a daily basis because of road, bad road. As in, there's a place we went to here in New Jersey. We travel, it's like from here to from Benin to Lagos. You know, I asked the driver, as in, there's no trace of pothole, but in Nigeria, small pothole can cause accident. Many people will die. At the end of the day, they'll start saying now witches and wizards in their village is the one that killed them. Is there no witches and wizards in the US? Nigeria government are the witches and wizards who have been killing us over the years. They fail to build our roads.
Just a minute, Theobala. The day you remember home,
They fail to build our roads. They fail to build to construct electricity. Like I said yesterday, the only thing you need for a nation to develop is just internet and electricity. This thing can be done easily, but our government failed to do it. Failed to do it. I involved in a chat with one Yoruba girl recently. The girl, she is in Lagos there. She is working with one company across the nation, receiving her money, cool. But I asked, how did you come about this idea? She told me how she went about all these skills and all of that. And it was a painful process. But imagine we have millions of Nigerians who are doing the same. We will not be having issues. These are the reasons I'm crying on a daily basis. Let's all build a society that everyone can be beneficiary of it. Where everyone, irrespective of whom you are, you can be any money. Please don't think the money they are giving you is something. No, it's nothing. It's nothing. I have million friends in Lekki there, in Abuja, many of them, who are working with German company. They sit at the comfort of their home in Lekki, in Abuja, working as a software engineer, working as a data scientist in different companies. They reside in Lagos. They reside in Abuja. Even more than some people living abroad. But this happen on a very small scale, just few. And this can be replicated, just the same way it happened in India. How can we go about this? We can only do this when we have our education system working, when what you study in school is what is happening in real life. Like I said earlier, most of us studying in school, what we are being taught in school, we cannot even use it on a real life. We need to go and pay extra money. Meanwhile, it's not supposed to be. How can you study a computer science, for instance? You don't even have access to computer. Or even the lecturer teaching you don't even have access to computer. Can even write a simple program? Simple hello word. You cannot even write it. These are computer graduates. The only thing we find are you doing now is just to engage in social media, which is good. That is what they have resorted in doing. But we are talking about nation building. How can we go from where we are today to where a nation, where we have talents that is revamping the society, where everyone can be a beneficiary, where our healthcare system can be working, where our security can be mapped out without even needing to put anybody on the road or soldier on the road or police on the road tracing you. The US is working today, or we are talking about the system is working today. All this thing is being powered by technology and it's being powered by people. When I came to US here, one of the projects I engaged in New Jersey here was they were having issue with their water disposal system, their leakage. You know what they do? They bring it to our school, to our lab. It was there we trace it out. We read different, we do data analysis, do all sorts of things before we're able to trace it and develop a model for them that they use today to be able to ameliorate that problem. How can we do that? Our society today is suffering. Can our education system be able to solve the problem we face in our society? No. See, when we say let's vote the right person, it's not that we just want the power to go to the Igbo land. I don't even care where the power go to. It's the person involved who have the political will, who have the requisite knowledge to lead the nation. Whether we like it or not, we are all suffering. Whether no matter the amount of money you are earning abroad, no matter the kind of work you are, even if you like work as a whatever doctor, engineer, or whatever, when your people in Nigeria are living in IDP camp, definitely you are suffering. They will ask you, where are you from? I'm in Nigeria. You know what it takes? You are a Nigerian. You know the stigmatization. You know the stereotype. Please, building a nation is not just building yourself alone. It's about building the society. It's about coming together to have a nation that works for everyone, where a child of nobody can become somebody without need to know anybody. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, brother.
Yeah.
You have
Sorry.
something to say, sir. Okay, 1 minute,
Teo-
please.
Okay, Teobala, when you said home, living abroad, home is home, I wanted to chip in telling you that maybe you've not encountered a white man, maybe where you're working, and you want to prove to them, not really prove, but you are doing the thing very well, much more than they can do. Some will annoyingly tell you, if you feel you know it, why not go home and help your people? I've
Sure.
encountered it a
Of
lot
course.
of time. And that is when you go home, you cry because what you said now about the water leakage, I mean, it's everywhere now in Nigeria. So that formula you applied in New Jersey, I mean, it's everywhere. 774 local government. Lagos alone can consume it for the whole 10 years. Leakage, everything. But you can't go home. You have the skill, and they know until you are told this type of thing. If you feel you know it, why not go and help your people? That is when you cry. That is the height of racism. But what can you do? Continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. CM. The truth of the matter is that you said it all. That is all. Home is home. No matter, even when you face racism or you don't even face racism, the most important thing is that you think back. What legacy are you going to leave for the tomorrow? How are you involving in the nation building as an individual? What will you be remembered for? Do you have your worth all by yourself alone?
Exactly.
What you
What
know,
will
how
you
are you sharing it with among people of the country?
It's
People
true.
are dying on the daily basis because you can afford to build a house for yourself and for your mother or for your this thing. You feel that is all. Sometimes you people follow this all these social media skits like sorry I'm mentioning his name. I don't know if it's allowed. What's it called? Untouchable comedy. You give out money, not that money can keep it to itself and you to build house and start a massive wealth to himself, but you choose to reach out to the needy. You choose to reach out to the people. So that ones that show me they are doing their own. What can you do to save Nigeria as a country? Just come up vote vote Peter Obi. Not because I'm telling you to vote Peter Obi because he want to come and give you money. No, to come and build a better society for all. What will you be remembered for? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. We have more people just joining us right now. I think because we have another video to play here of our principal today in Osun State. But I think it's better we finish with everybody so that we can do that as the second segment.
Okay.
Please, my people, help us to share this broadcast, like the broadcast as well. May God bless you all. Let's quickly go back to the next person, which is Alex Edopikin. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us this evening. Happy Saturday to you and good evening to you. Talk to us, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Elvis, and good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. God bless you all. CM and Tubala and Alex, they've really dealt with this topic today, but I still have some little contributions I want to make. What really touched me about what I saw was the 77 trillion debt that Nigeria owes. I needed to do the conversion, and I think on my papers I have $170 billion. In fact, the shock is still all over me. How can these people be so Elvis, you used to say devilish or heartless. I don't know the adjective to use for them. Is that not enough reason why people should just get angry, go out there, if not just for any other reason, go out there, vote for Mr. Peter Obi. At least we know he left money after 8 years. He was not corrupt. The people around him were not corrupt. He gave us all the chance. He's still saying it, go and verify. So we don't need any other motivation or any other push. Just go out there with this annoyance and just get rid of this set of wicked, I don't know what to say. Get them out. This is so, sometimes I feel so angry inside of me, but I will just get down again and say, at least there is light. There is somebody that is giving hope. There is somebody that is telling us, when you give me this chance, I will be able to lead you out of this darkness and backwardness that these people have led us to be. Tubala was saying something about human resources. Do you know that Nigerians, that we are so blessed? Sometimes I begin to wonder if it is biblical or whatever, that there is something special about Nigerians. Wherever we are, I live in Germany here. My brothers and sisters who are living all over the place, those in the UK, in the US, in fact, wherever a Nigerian is, he or she makes a difference. It is a blessing that God has given to us. Why is it that the only thing that we just lack is leadership? The right leaders. That's all. So we have the chance now to change the narrative. Give this man the chance. Let him lead, and we will follow. That's all.
And we are the same people that have been complaining we want a better Nigeria. This
You
is the
understand?
time to change it. This is the time.
That is why it's so, sometimes I am short of words when I see people who are still saying, I don't know who to vote for. I don't know, I've not made up my mind. What are you waiting for? Unless if the narrative Alex gives here every day, the assertion he gives, these things are real. the death squad that they turned on us, the nepotism, in fact, I've never, at least I've lived, I'm more than 50, let me use the word. I grew up in Nigeria before I came over to this place. I've never seen this type of situation in Nigeria. I didn't want to say this in the past days. I just came back from Nigeria. I came to do Christmas over here. The things that I witnessed myself, both in Benin and in Lagos, I have people all over the place. There is so much hope for Nigeria. So people, when you hear some news that, oh, things are not going where people are not hearing about Mr. Obi, please, let's focus on those ones that have already heard and those ones that are already waiting to vote. Those are the people we should encourage. Let us not always see the cup or the glass half empty. Instead, let us see it to be half full so that we can add to it and make it full. So we should encourage each other. Mr. Alex is doing his part. Mr. Evis, you are doing your part. A lot of people are playing their roles. They are doing whatever they can to make sure that this dream comes true. So we should encourage ourselves and push this narrative. Let our narrative be the positive ones. There are going to be distractions all over the place. But we cannot stand when we are driving, whatever distractions, we now break to check it. No, we should focus on our direction. That is the only appeal I have. That the news we are going to be hearing, there are people who are going to be darting Thomases all over the place. But that should not stop us from going with this positive energy which Mr. Obi has brought back to Nigerians. Please, let us hold on to that. Like he always said, the thing or whatever any human being wants is hope. And we have it in this man. This man is surrounding himself with competent people. He's surrounding himself with people that I know. These are good Nigerians that want the good of Nigeria. So we should join this bandwagon. We should join this train to make sure that this dream comes true next month. That's my take for now. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Alex Adopikin. God bless you, sir. Mr. ACBD, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Please talk to us.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Ninja Watch, the panelists, and everyone listening. Thank you for having me. Well, the I think the main topic is about this Femi Fani Kayode, and the thing is that what I observe, I saw that video a long time ago, that clip, and the thing is that what I observe is that some of these people probably have like. You never know what they have over these people. When you see someone transforming or changing their position or overnight, especially in politics, there is always something that we probably don't have not seen that they are holding against some people like that. That's how politics work in some places. So, and also just the love of money, relevance, and um, authority can also make someone do some things because this is the same person. What's the excuse now that he has? The man was once said that something about in his life he will rather die. He said the Lord that he can never go he support APC. But what do we have today? So is what he said. I don't know if it's true because as he has not come out to tell us that he was just speaking his own imaginations that nothing like that happened. He has not denied that. So it means that he's standing by what he said. And for whatever reason, I don't believe that the administration or the presidency will not try to investigate him or sue him for whatever defamation or anything if there is no if you you know there is no kind of an understanding between both parties. So this is the kind of country that we are living in, where someone can tell you that once you join a political party that your sins are forgiven, and it doesn't matter the crime that you've committed. It doesn't. So it's quite unfortunate, but obviously we know that based on how things have gone over the years, and we've seen a lot of injustices that is facing. I would say the entire Nigeria, but obviously we are not trying to have. We are not having a contest of who suffered the most, but we know that a lot of these injustices have been borne by the people of the South, is the Igbo people, and if anything can destroy the Igbos, I'm telling you, they would have been destroyed long ago. You can't have a war that took millions of a particular group of people, and you see them still standing. That can only be resilience, God, believe in God, uh, and also the spirit of the people is so strong that it refused to be broken. So uh, we cannot really deny the fact that there's a lot of injustice, and that's why when you see some people agitating, as much as we are all supporting Peter Obi, we cannot all of a sudden have a amnesia of what has been happening and why a lot of people are agitating. Even Peter Obi himself has said it several times that when they asked him about agitations and all that, that is because of bad leadership. It's because of what is going on. That is why people are agitating. That once you have a functioning, proper, and determined leadership, then a lot of these injustices will be dealt with, and people will feel like they are part of the system. People will feel like they are being governed in the right way, and some of these things will reduce. So, but as long as it is like this, which we are seeing every day, all manner of stories, we cannot believe things that are unbelievable happening, whereby one side of the country can create their own law and implement it the way they want. Up to today, we have not seen, is there, or maybe I stand to be corrected, what has happened to the people that gruesomely did what they did to uh, our sister Deborah. So, and I'm just giving those examples that that went international and far and wide. So it's just quite unfortunate. There's a lot of things that does not is not supposed to happen in a country that you say you want to be one. So that's why when you see some of us not, vehemently condemning people for pushing what they believe will, is the path to their freedom, is because we are seeing that the leadership is not encouraging. The leadership is not making everybody feel like they can be part and parcel of the country. But at the same time, we have to watch people that when we see an opportunity to make things right, we should also not allow our convictions or our emotions get in the way. We must now reason and join our hands together to, to bring that good leadership in when we see it, no matter our experiences, no matter what we have been through. Let us not allow all that make us not to take an opportunity to transform, the country. So, but at the same time, we are not going to condemn people. We are only going to admonish them to go about it the right way,
Thank you.
the proper way. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. ECBD. It's good to have you here again today. Okay, the last person we have here before we play the video for the final submission, a town hall. My brother, thanks very much. You're supposed to be called since because you lost your internet. So that's why you're last talk to us.
Yes, yeah, God bless you, Naija Watch. Actually, I was among the first people that came in, but I was in the airport area, so my connection lost. I just got back home now.
Thanks for
So
your patience, my brother. Thank you.
thank you very much. You see, the last place I was with you guys was when you were showing the video of Fani Kayode, and you were saying that he was talking to Nnamdi Kanu, that you knew that you are suspecting that there's something that guy wants from Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah.
Yes, you see, the likes of Feni Kayode and someone like Boala, these are, and then a whole lot of them, they are people without character, you understand? Because you can't imagine today you are in team A castigating team B. Tomorrow you will switch over to team B, start castigating team A. So these are people that are all for themselves, selfish interests, and not to be biased or not to be tribalistic. We the people of the West, we know the history. We know the history of what happened during the Biafra War, how they sold out, and that was how the Nigerian army were able to have the upper hand. So Femi Fayogde, Obasanjo said give him food and he will sing. So he's not somebody that we should regard. His mouth is like a toilet. Anything that comes out, he's just vomiting things for his own benefit. But you see, Naija Watch, one of the things that made me decided to come in here today is because I want to thank you very, very much, son, because Naija Watch is one platform that has increased my hope and given me a lot of hope and continue to give the Nigerian people hope.
Thank you.
I made 3 calls today. I called my cousin brother, who is an established barrister. He has his own law firm in Lagos. He's a young guy.
Okay.
And I asked him, bros, tell me what's going on. What do you think about this coming election for 2023? He said, bro, let me tell you, say, Tinubu go win. No. I said, why are you talking like this? He said, because they will rig the election. That they will find a way to rig the election. That look at him now. That is, he are from the east. He has always voted. His polling unit is always in the east. Because of the insecurity in the east, he transferred his PVC to Lagos. Everybody around the time that are from Lagos that have gotten their PVC, but anytime he goes, they will tell him story. Even today he went, they are still telling him story. And it's not as if he did it recently. He has done it a long time ago. So he believes that they will rig the election. I had to take my time. I asked him, do you know about Naija Watch? He said he has heard of them. I had to take my time and start educating him. I said, I know that I'm not in Nigeria, but I am very, very interested. And I happen to know 1 or 2 things because of the knowledge that I acquired from Naija Watch. I started telling him about voters suppression and defranchisement, and he was saying that a lot of people don't have their PVC. I said, well, maybe not a lot. It's not that a lot of people don't want to reveal that they have their PVC, because in Lagos as a state, there are people who, when you have your PVC, they want to buy it from you. If you refuse to sell it to them, they attack you, just like what happened to our sister Kachi. So I took my time to educate him. But I was concerned. If this guy, as educated as he is, as established as he is, he wants change, he wants P2B. But even being in Lagos, he still believes that APC will find a way, that INEC is for APC. This is what this guy is. He's a barrister. He has his own law firm. He's established. I became concerned. Secondly, I called my dad. My dad. If he wanted to do politics, he would have been a good politician. A long time ago, in 2000, before 2010, when he was trying to run for a political post in our state in the east. His posters have already been printed out. My dad has run for elections. He has won elections, not in the in national elections, but not in the mainstream or like a gubernatorial or federal. But one day he came back to the house and he instructed people to go and remove all his posters. He was running under PDP. He instructed people to go and remove all his posters. So we started asking, why are you not? He said that he doesn't want to put his hand in anything dirty, that the kind of condition that they are giving him, that he rather just maintain with what God has blessed him with. So today I called him. He's in the east. He went for Christmas. I said, Popsi Alpha, this election that is coming next month, Alpha, what is your permutation? You know what he told me? He said, say in the east now, say you know go fit talk anything about politics. Say no, they talk politics for east. Say when he reach back to the base outside the east in northern region, that I can ask him, because if you talk anything politics, they could just come kill you. I say, So you can see the fear. People are living in fear. Even this barrister was telling me that people are in abject poverty, that the stomach infrastructure is what people believe in. I called my second cousin again, who is in Abuja, and then goes to do contracts in northern Nigeria, Kaduna, and then Kano, all those areas. He told me that, well, Obi is pushing. Obi is, there's hope. So, he gave me mixed feelings. That is it that we that are in diaspora, yes, we are doing our best and they're trying to educate people, pushing the hope and keeping the hope alive, but it's as if the people that are back home, they have lost hope. It seems that they have subjugated themselves to believe in the old way that, So I want to thank you really, because, you are one platform that continues to give us hope, and we continue to put our voices to let people know. And because of what the interaction I had today, I now realize that we here, by virtue of what Nigeria World brings here, it seems like we have more information than people that are on ground back home. So I want to thank you. And I want to use this opportunity to say there is hope. Collect your PVC.
Thank you.
Collect your PVC. Go and vote. You understand? I understand that, it appears that a lot of people, it looks like they don't have their PVC. No, they have their PVC. I will give you this analysis from the last NOI poll, that was done. When I've forgotten the man's name, when he was breaking down the analysis of the poll, he said, there were a lot of percentage, almost 30 something people who said they had PVC, but they refused to disclose who they were going to vote for, because, by inference, lately, they have started attacking people that they see that would likely vote Labour Party. So in that fear, people are not even disclosing whether they have PVC or no PVC.
That's very correct.
So I want to encourage people that regardless of whether your neighbor on your by your side, it does not tell you that you have PVC. People have collected their PVC. Nigeria wants change, and Nigeria will get that change, and that change is P2P. That change is Mama Papa Pikin. Keep your hopes high, keep your heads up. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
Thank you very
Mr.
much, Baba.
Rajao,
Yes, sir.
sorry, I don't know if you can just give me 30 seconds to add
Okay.
one thing. All right,
Okay.
thank you. So, but that issue of INEC, I believe that the INEC is not in control. I mean, nobody is in control of INEC as regards to APC and the ruling party or any top politician, because uh, if you see what has been happening recently, they are trying to get the INEC chairman arrested and removed. Mahmoud, is it Yakubu, someone like that? And now, if the kind of system that we are familiar with, if that man is doing everything right the way they want, they can't go after him like that. So that also gives me the impression that they are not in control of INEC at the moment, and which is part of the panic that they have. So, but for the PVC and all those issues, I believe that the brother has a point. A lot of there are some people that have kind of lost hope, but also that's why the youths. This thing is being driven mostly by the youths, especially. and they are motivated because we can see it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, CCBD. Before we move on to the next segment quickly, we have somebody on the phone right now. Good evening to you. What's your name? Where you calling us from?
Hello, good evening. Yeah, I'm calling from UK. I know my WhatsApp shows Nigeria, but I'm calling from UK.
Okay, what's your name, madam?
Princess.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I watch your programs, and the last speaker was saying something regarding PVCs. I think one of the lawyers in Lagos or something.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to come in to say something. I hope, I want to Peter Obi to win, but we have to face the reality. I think this election, what that guy said is true. Tinubu and Atiku, they are going to rig it. What I mean rigging is that they know people lost, the population is for Obi. So what they've decided to do, and I can see it coming, they are looking for ways to rig it. So what mine personally is, I want the Obi campaign team to sit down to see how they are going to fight this thing back. It's the reality, because I think someone was saying I think I was watching this program this morning. Someone called from Lagos, wanted to collect his PVC, and they were asking this. I think it's in, is it Ikeja or I think it's in Ikeja. They were asking this guy, who do you want to vote for? So when you want to collect your PVC, they will ask you, who do you want to vote for?
Yeah.
So, and in the recent, they're not supposed to ask you. So even once you tell them, if you say you are APC, probably they have APC agents there. They will just corner you. They will smile and give you. They will now use style. So, okay, what's your number? Okay, when we need you. I think that is the way they are. That is the method. So I think so that they will have your details immediately and hold it on. So on that day, and they will ask maybe where is your ward or it's so. What their plan is that they are marking each ward, each polling unit to know who is there.
Yeah.
So these are the things I know that they are doing, and the Peter Obi campaign team needs to know all this. They don't need to be solved. Peter Obi campaign team, this is a battle really. So the method this PDP and APC are going about it, that is the same method that Peter Obi have to use to, look for a way to stop them from rigging this election. Because if we say, okay, INEC, we know, of course, INEC, they are there. But the campaign team have to look for strategies. Their own strategy of looking for their own people to see, okay, how we can get our own people, their PVC, the trick they have to use to stop them. Okay, let me use, for instance, the Osun election, this governorship election. If you watch the first election, the APC, they were very smart. This other guy won, but because of the APC, the other guy, they were actually smart. They outsmart this guy. But this guy knew, even before the voting day, I could hear when this guy, Davido brother was saying, this time around, he knows what he is going to do and is ready and fully ready for them. And I could see it on the election day. I could see what that guy was doing. So that guy knew what the APC.
What's your suggestion now, madam?
Yes, my suggestion is, with this one they are asking, that the campaign team, I believe that, of course, they won't say everything on the open. They have their own strategies. But I think that the best thing is, when you go and when there are people go for to collect your PVC, when they ask you that, okay, who do you want to vote for? Knowing very well that if you say it's APC or PDP, definitely their agents are there, they want to collect your number and all that. You will say, you've not really made up your mind yet. Okay. You will feel, you know what I mean. You will behave as if you are undecided. The reason why I said that you feel undecided is that, so that they won't actually, maybe when you walk out from there, so that they won't actually mop you or do it. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So that they will use that method.
Of course I do,
to say, okay,
this is the second time we are hearing this today. Somebody actually joined our program this morning, and it was saying that a husband went to a PVC
Collect,
collection
exactly.
center, and he said that he's going to vote for Peter Obi, and they make life difficult for him. They didn't give him the PVC.
Exactly.
But the wife now later went there and they asked the wife that, who are you voting for? The wife now said that Siwaju, and they gave her PVC straight away.
Thank you. See, so because I know you are in Lagos. You see what I mean? So I think that trick there, when you say you are undecided, you will say you don't even know. So people, they will just look at it that this one don't even decide, doesn't even know anything yet.
It's a good, it's a
I think
very
that
important information you
I'm
brought in
giving,
here.
I'm giving, honestly, that is the information I wanted to call in. And one of the reasons why I actually call in today is, I don't know when maybe we have time, but I know for sure that Peter Obi campaign team knows all this. But not my fear, but my way Peter Obi, I know the only way Peter Obi is going to win this election, he has to act like the way this Osun guy, Davido guy, acted. That guy acted seriously, was actually waiting for the APC people. So he blocked talks. He was really after them. He actually he made people to, if he's overvoting or whatever, that's exactly what he did. So in that case, the APC weren't able to rig it. Another suggestion is that if Edo State, there are some safe polling booths, polling units that are good. If OB teams and maybe the populations, people can transfer your polling something to where you know that is safe. You understand?
Yeah.
So that you can easily come out to vote. That is another method, and that thing that came into my head. You see what I mean? If, for instance, you cannot vote.
That's not going to work now. It's not going to. It's too late
now,
for that. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, the INEC system is too slow for things like that to work at this particular time. Yeah, but no problem. We'll continue to sensitize the people through our channel and our verbal communication off channel to let people know what to do. And one of my team were attacked the other day just because they knew that she was campaigning for Mr. Peter Obi. So yes, I'm already telling people that they shouldn't disclose any vital information like that next time. Thank you very much, madam, for calling in.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
God
you very
bless
much. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. That call is a very, very vital call because this is one of the things. Somebody actually joined us today from Lagos. Matthew. Matthew joined us today from Lagos on our morning broadcast. Exactly the thing that he said that a man actually went to the PVC collection to collect a PVC, and at the end of the day, it was denied because he said he's voting for Peter Obi. But his wife went to the same PVC collection location and told them that it's for Asiwaju. Baba Asiwaju, like go win, blah, blah, blah. And they treated her with VIP and the PVC was given to her. So it's pathetic. It's crazy. Meanwhile, let's move on, people. Please help us to share this broadcast.
Salanjawa, can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you so much for the information. I also want to thank the caller for such information and the possible way out, like going to all those places, telling them maybe the opposite.
Exactly.
That is a very good point. But there's a point I want to make here. See, when the time comes, when your time comes, nobody can stop you. And let me start with the issue she mentioned regarding Adeleke. Adeleke won the first election before the last one they conducted. But they have to cancel some parts, the right results. They were able to remember now, they canceled one of the local government or so.
It was denied. Yeah, it took them to court. Yes, denied.
So that is what happened. Now, this the one they just conducted, they would have been able to do the same thing. But these beavers, this electronic transmission of results and the monitoring process and the awareness of the people, they were unable. Remember, APC are the one in power. They have every machinery, everything.
When we have to reference to the Adeleke's own, they are in court right now. Information came out yesterday that between that in May, Adeleke will be off from the office.
Except they use a Imo State method.
Yeah, so
that one is different.
It's just balablu. So at the moment, yeah.
So the point I'm trying to raise here in essence, sir, see, the Labour Party, yes, like she said, is very important. They have to do their own work, due diligence, and many others. But most importantly, is the Nigeria people. Is the Nigeria people, Mr. Nigeria Watch. If Nigeria people come out en masse to vote, see, no matter the ringing, no matter the manipulation, they will try, but they will not succeed. But the power still remain lies with the Nigeria people. That is all I can say.
Especially that power should be laid upon these people that is denying people that mentioned to be. They should in fact, we know what we are doing. We want a better Nigeria. Many of us are affected more than you. I thank every one of you for joining us to do this. But trust me, if Peter Obi is denied, this election, let's just calm. Let's just calm. Thank you. Our principal was in Osun State today. I believe Bola Ahmed Tinubu came from Osun State, if I'm not mistaken. Can somebody confirm that, please? Can anybody tell me where Tinubu come from?
Allegedly.
Where he come from?
It is him na Lagosha, but
nobody know where it come from now. Nobody the story. Nobody know exactly.
Some people say Osun, some people say
Benin Republic.
Nobody know. Can you imagine? Person unknown man won't come be president for Nigeria. God forbid.
Iragbiji Osun State, Iragbiji, what local government? Iragbiji is called. I think
okay,
where is this one's local government? It's called I think a South area, but it's Iragbiji, you know.
At least he's affiliated with Osun State, right?
Yes.
So that's the most important thing, because with the way things are going on, though we don't have the full video here, our principal actually disgraced him today in his own city, or rather state. So I'd like us to take it from here. Let's quickly watch this video so that we can take 2 minutes to talk about it, so we can have some rest. Thank you very much, my people. I bet me gonna help us share. Now God bless you. Now I really appreciate every one of you, because if we were the one doing this by ourselves, we're just gonna end up talking to ourselves. Thank you. God bless you all. Share and like. Press the like button. The likes is not very encouraging. Please, can we have more likes? God bless you all. The reason why we ask for these things all the time is for our voices to go far, nothing less. They don't pay you for like. They don't pay you for share. Now it's for your voice to go far. Many of us here are educated. Just do your own research. What is the meaning of like and share of YouTube videos? Is for your voices to go far. God bless you.
Peter Obi, who has been trekking, from Obesia. Presidential aspirant Babana Babawon, wọn ò lè rìn báyìí, wọn ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ sí. Presidential aspirant Babana Babawon ò lè rìn báyìí, bọ́bá ni wọ́n tọ̀ lé. We love you, our president. We welcome you to the stage of the living spirit. We pray with you. We pray with you. We appreciate you. Because you said the truth. You stand for the truth. And you hold on to the truth. For the people, by the people, and to the people. There's excellence.
To speak and address to the people. They've been here all day. You can see the massive crowd at this, Jubilee Park, Shogun. It's electric. It's magic. You understand? It's something that you can actually be. it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's peace out now. I'm going to bring you more reports as His Excellency address the crowd.
We love you, President. We love you, President.
Mama, Papa, Pidgin. Okay, Auntie Joe. We don't come. We don't come. Are you ready for February 25th? Are you ready to vote? Are you ready to bring to come to pass a new Nigeria? New Nigeria is coming. We, the women in Nigeria, especially the Labour Party, we have been pregnant for the new Nigeria. We are ready to give birth in February. There will be no
The office of President of Nigeria. And therefore, those who are in their 70s, those who are in their 80s, who have eaten their own, they want to eat their children's own. They want to eat their children's own. We should retire them. We should retire them. Are we ready to retire them? Are we ready to retire them? We can only retire them with our PVCs. So for those of you that have not collected your PVCs, from tomorrow go and collect it. It will be late by 22nd. If you don't collect your PVC, if you don't collect your PVC,
Thank you. 1 minute. 1 minute. Just wait.
Yes, that's what I say.
Thank you. 1 minute. Just wait. You listen to everybody. Let me assure you, this is where we come out. We assure you that we are committed to a new Nigeria. Today in your country, look at us here. We're in Osun. Osun is supposed to be, if you talk about the electricity, the news, everything about the electricity, Osun would have been number 1. But there's no right to Osun. Suppose the nyaku nyaku, you know them. Because they suppose the nyaku nyaku. So where you go there? People are hungry. Nigerians are hungry. They have no food. The youth have no job. It is not safe to travel anywhere in Nigeria today. All these things are caused by people when they say they get structure. That is structure. Structure killing you. Structure making you poor. Yes. Structure making sure you don't stay in school. Yes. That is the structure. That is the structure I want me and you to destroy. And that they have said, we are going to secure and unite Nigeria. Yes. We want Nigerians to be proud of being a Nigerian. Yes. And that's going to...
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. That is the end of the video. Like I said before, we don't have the full video, but at least, we managed to put that together for everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Please help us to share this broadcast, like the broadcast. Let's take a quick break on this with a message from our principal. Quickly, then we move on. God bless you.
And that you are not running for president. You are running for president through us.
Now, whatever you say about the Labour Party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, one thing you can't deny or take away from him is the powerful passion and compelling zeal of his supporters. Such is their intensity and dedication that they seem to trump any of the inequities of the Peter Obi movement and whatever advantages the other three front-runner parties might have. When asked about this, his supporters say that in the same way that George Floyd became a symbol of the Black Lives Matter movement and Mahsa Amini has become a symbol of the fight against the oppression of women in Iran, so has Peter Obi become an ideological symbol of the fight for justice and equity in Nigeria, a fight that's being led by the youth who want to see a new generation of honest, committed leaders.
Who can you trust to fight for you? Vote Peter Obi for president. Vote the Labour Party.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. We're back again. I would like us to start 2 minutes round so we can round up. So I'm going to be starting this time with Tiobala. Tiobala, please use your 2 minutes. I want us to focus this time on our 2 minutes. If you have anything you want to say about the Osun State, that's fine within your 2 minutes, but I want us to encourage the people back home on what to do on the next election, 25th February. Let's focus on those areas. God bless you. Tiobala, back to you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity again.
Thank you.
Again, like as I've mentioned before, this is Osun State. And to my own surprise, I never even believed Peter Obi will be able to gather such crowd. But this to let you know that this is the people's movement. That's the more reason that I keep on saying this election is going to be shaped by so many factors. Many Nigerians living in poverty. And it's not only happening in other states, it's still happening in Osun State and many other states across the nation. So people are feeling the heat and they know the right candidate for this election. And this election, winning or losing it depends on the people of Nigeria. No matter the method the APC or PDP want to use, provided any remain sincere, I bet you the power lies with the people of Nigeria. If they should come out en masse, for those who have shown no interest in the election over the years, if they choose to come out en masse to vote the person of Peter Obi, no matter the rigging, they can only suppress, but they cannot change the outcome of the election. Remember, we have never had this type of election before, where we have 4 different candidates, 4 leading candidates in different zones. We have the person of Kwankwaso, Atiku, Tinubu, and Peter Obi. And if you check among them all, who is the most loved among them? It's Peter Obi. And no one can beat chess among the three other candidates now, like Peter, what's it called, Tinubu, Atiku, and Kwankwaso, can beat chess, say they are going to win this election. No. But this election is going to be shaped by the people of the country based on what they have felt over the years. A bag of rice before was 7,500. It's over 50,000 naira now, and many other factors. Is it the youth that is championing this obedient movement? They were killed at Lekki Toll Gate just for demanding accountability in the nation. But the truth of the matter is that Nigeria must wake up. They should resist any form of oppression, any form of distraction. They should come out en mass come February 25th or so to come and vote. This happened in Edo State. They come up with lions and tigers. There were vote buying everywhere. I remember I was in one particular place in Edo, see crowd that was playing Izeyamu. They do rally up and down. What happened? His pastor Sergeant Izeyamu lost his own local government despite the lions and tigers. See what will happen come this election. We as an individual will not even believe it. I promise you this. If Nigeria people are ready and willing to come out to vote, Peter Obi is a winner all the way. That is the more reason we must continue to preach message of hope to the people, telling them, giving them hope that Peter Obi is the winner of this election. All they just have to do is just for them to come out and cast their vote. Irrespective of what other people are saying, Peter Obi is the leading candidate. We are not just saying it here. Even different pool have conducted this. Anna came or whatever. They came up twice. Not only that one, different other ones. And Peter Obi have emerged as the leading candidate. Go to your streets, ask questions. So the truth here is that it's left for you to know if you want to remain in poverty, or you want your brother and sister in Nigeria to be living in poverty or living in fear. Just what Mr. Evie just said here, where you'll be living, you'll be scared of what we don't know what will happen to you next, where you cannot even afford to have a 1 square meal or 2, or whatever the case may be. Please get your PVC. Remember, 24 hours is enough in any election. Don't give up. Don't give up. They are scared. They are jittering. I'm going to be sincere with you. They are scared. They don't know what is happening right now. The people, the elite, an average Nigerian, they are all for Peter Obi. Majority of them are all for Peter Obi. So we should keep the hope high. Get your PVC and keep on preaching the message of Peter Obi. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear brother, Mr. Tiobala. Okay, CM, talk to us, sir. 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Mr. Work, from the video clip we've all seen at Oshobo, I find it difficult to believe that such a crowd will be rigged out. To be honest with you, because even the way they are speaking, the way they were shouting, they couldn't even allow Obi to say something. They are overwhelmed. The passion is so much.
Yes.
Because that passion, it is true we call it passion. Yes, it is passion, but that passion means suffering. That is to tell you. Because ordinarily, let's say the system is working very well. Some people might not really bother to come out and see who is the next person. But people are now coming to say, so this is the man that will save us. This is the man we've been hearing of. Particularly, this is not his base, political base in terms of ethnic origin. You see, however, there's nothing, you cannot give anything to chance. That's why he asked, one lady asked, have you gotten your PVC? I believe all of them there must have gotten their PVC, but those who hasn't gotten who do not have their own PVC, they know the importance and the role the PVC will play, because that is the deciding factor. If there is a time to trust PVC, it is now because of beavers, because it's electronic transmission. When they use the PVC to identify you and give you clearance to go and vote, whatever you are voting is transmitted electronically, nothing like incident form or result sheet. All those ones are thing of the past. That's why when people base previous performance based on result sheet, incident form, Adidibu formula, they bring it to say this is the strategy, this will change. Although I'm not discountenancing any shenanigans by INEC or whoever, but I believe from the passion I saw in the people today, this Osun State, I was trying to liken it to Edo, but because of the fact that Edo is the first, because Edo had to, the people in Edo State, Benin, Ring Road, they waited till night. Even when they came here, it's 7:38 in the morning, hoping that they are going to meet Obi by 10, only to wait there till 8 p.m. in the night. They are still dispersing, waiting for Obi. So that shows me the hope people placed on this election. Then that makes me to remind INEC, try in your own interest to be good neighbors to Nigerians. Try. Do not in any way assist fraud. INEC should try and be part of history. P2B usually start his address by saying a new Nigeria. We are for a new Nigeria. That word new Nigeria, meaning that something new is different from the old way. And that new means a new way of solving our problem, a new way of addressing issues, a new way of, it is a new beginning. In fact, we are starting from the baseline now. So I have the feeling, no matter what people say, of course, until you pass the exam, you will still be hoping that you've not covered everywhere. You will still be reading, hoping that, hey, I'm not sure of this, until you write it and pass. Even when you know you've covered, you will still reserve that hope that, yes, you wouldn't say it. So I'm hopeful, no doubt about that, because the passion of the people drives me. When I look at it, I said, yes, the suffering of Nigerians have really opened their eyes, even without campaigning, because what you buy today, next week you come back, the price has changed.
Exactly.
Insecurity is everywhere. Okay, who could have believed that a bag of rice, when people were shouting 35,000, will now be 50, more than 50, a bag of rice? Nobody could have believed that. So that alone tells you, and we are still in January. Let's know what it will be by May before this government goes.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you. So this has made people to really know that a lot depend on this election, and the way I know the people will not fail. Their dream must surely come true. Obi will be pushed across the line. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. CM. Thank you very much for your support. All this why I'm so grateful that we are here together doing all this together. Thank you. All right, Mr. Alex Adopikin, please, your 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I've just joined CM to reiterate what have already been said. People should just go out, get their BVCs with the anger of the injustice, with the anger in their stomach, with all the things that has been happening to everyone. Go out there, vote for Peter Obi, and start the page anew. INEC, please, INEC, if you are hearing this, CM just said, you better be the good neighbor. If not, you're just going to get it. Because I don't think they can stop people who are really angry. What they saw in NSAS is just be a child's play. So let's hope that they play the good cop and don't mess with the people. Yeah, the pictures coming from Osun was brilliant. The videos, I watched them before. I was really pleased. That shows let them be predicting what has passed. We are looking forward and we know the new Nigeria is on the way. So we know that it's going to be because the people are ready. It's the people's choice, not what they think or what they want. It's what the people want. So I rest my case and wish you all a happy weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, I just joined because people were having concerns about election rigging. So I sent you a clip, not really a clip, but a Twitter space, but it was recorded on YouTube a while ago about in December. I don't know if you saw it.
Okay, I've not seen it, sir.
Yes, it's about a town hall app. I don't know whether you have ever heard of it. You know, it's very, very vital information, especially concerning the election rigging. So
Wow.
but it's in
You,
a public space.
you send it to our WhatsApp number, right?
Yeah, send it to the WhatsApp number.
Okay, okay. Because I don't have your number before, this is Mr. Sunday Ezima, right?
Yes.
Please, there's so many messages that come here. If your number is not saved, it's difficult for us to identify your number. Which number, which country?
I'm in the US.
Okay, US. Okay, all right. I'll check it out. I'll look for it.
Okay, yeah,
Please.
it's very, very vital. It is what they can use to cop the election rigging, because it's just like a you know um WhatsApp, but it's for everybody. So they're streamline it up to your polling unit. You can be wherever you are and monitoring what is going on, and then like you can be have a community on your polling unit. Everybody in the polling unit can know themselves. Like right now, they have some people that okay, they have already arranged that they will go and keep their children in their house, and then they'll be leaving there one after another to go and vote and then come back to it's a game changer. So, and it's what is really, really going on in the north. They have already, it's spreading in the north. That's why you don't even hear them making noise on social media, because this is what they are going to use to cop every election. Because anything happens, somebody just record it and paste it there. Everybody is seeing it. All the obedient family, they are seeing it at the same time. So it's very, very important if people can, go
I
to it.
just got it now. I just got it.
Okay.
I think I saw another name here, Godfrey Azima, right?
Yes, it's still my name. So
Okay, that's fine. I just got it now.
yeah,
Thank you
if you
very
listen to it and then you can discuss it to a later time, but that's a really game changer. It will
yeah.
really go a long way.
Yes. Thank you, sir. May God bless you.
So,
Thank you.
okay, thank you.
All right, sir. Yeah. Mr. CBD, please use your 2 minutes, sir.
Yes, thank you once again. Well, Peter Obi is going to win. Number one, when we hear him saying things like vote for, collect the money and vote, some people will say, why is he saying that? Tell people they should just not. The thing is that I wish we understand the level of suffering that many of our people are going through right now. They know that these other guys are bad news for them, but these people have succeeded in weaponizing poverty. But now the people are going to, what he's trying to do is to sensitize the people. He's trying to give them an edge that yes, you that money, because some people are like on the precipice of unbearable starvation. So if you find yourself among one of those people that you know that you cannot reject that money, you collect it, but you vote, because now we have the beavers. It's not the time whereby they will say you must present something before they see and all that. So we are not encouraging it, but I don't let it make you vote for the wrong candidate. So if you want to, if you know that you cannot stay without it, make sure that you vote for Peter Obi. And the people that are tired of, of what is going on, they are all for Peter Obi. Even the cabal themselves, I'm not talking about the other cabal that, that are sympathetic to all this evil going on. I'm talking about the other cabal that want Nigeria to be one. By all means, they also need someone that can put an end to all this. And so it's not the election like the way people are thinking that it's just the whole system is against Peter Obi. No, there are people that want Nigeria to progress, and there are people that want Nigeria to remain one, and also the masses, most importantly, the youths and the people are also wiser now, and they are going to all vote for Peter Obi. So Peter Obi is going to win. I'm confident of that.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, CBD. I like to hear this from you guys. Trust me, to continue to give us hope. the way I'm giving you guys hope, I also need somebody to give me hope continuously. Trust me. Peter Obi is going to win, though, by God's grace. My people, let not relent. Let us all continue to put in the effort. I appreciate every one of you today. 3 hours, 21 minutes, still counting. I want to say thank you. Now God bless you now. So we are going to be back here again tomorrow, another day. If we can come out tomorrow morning, we are going to be here. If not, our usual time tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. We are coming out. Thank you very much, every one of you on the comment section. I want to say thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. And we got only one super chat today from I want to be Ferdinand. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you always. Appreciate every one of you that shared our videos. Appreciate every one of you that have liked the video. Continue to like. For those of you that are going to be playing back this video later on, please endeavor to share as well after watching, and also press the like button, the thumbs up right there on your screen. I appreciate you, and our account number is right there on the screen. You can encourage or support us. Appreciate you all, and God will bless you now. Thank you, my good people. Now we'll draw the curtain. We've been here since morning, so easy. But meanwhile, Mr. CM, thanks very much for always supporting us and encouraging us here. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. We appreciate you always. Mother of all, thank you. Mother Rita, thank you so much. Thank you. David Daly, we see you right there. Thank you. 60,000 naira for bag of rice. Can you imagine? Wadili, we see you right there. Thank you. Now, wow, 60,000 naira. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you. Fair Wall, we see you. Thank you. Appreciate every one of you in life, no limits. We see you as well. Mr. Joseph OG, God bless you. Amazing Grace USA, thanks very much. Pete Pat, thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you all. Like, I'm not going to mention all names. I'm scan through. I'm only trying to scan through the names right there on the comment section. Simon Olaka, I see you. Thank you, my people. Now, we'll draw the curtain. What do we do? Good night and have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go there, biza. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. I don't dey do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo nínú ìfẹ́ kan. No, they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o, ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí Sábà Mẹ́la. Anybody? Any bobo. Anybody? Mo ló ń fọlú ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti pínísí délé mọ́ra ń fọdú ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ délé òde